And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lindsey Nelson Stadium, the site of the second round of the TSSAA football playoffs. The Columbia Central Lions come into tonight's game with a record of 7-3. They host the Bobcats of Knoxville Central. Knoxville Central coming in with a record of 9-2. The Lions are coached by third-year head coach Jadarius Goff. The Bobcats are coached by Kevin Lane. Very, very, very good game expected tonight. Both teams with very potent offenses. And we saw a game last week that was a game of the ages for Columbia Central, winning 70-42 over East Hamilton. Tonight, of course, we're looking at the Bobcats of Knoxville Central High School, and they look like a college football team. They look at a lot of tall, rangy, strong, college-looking athletes. And the Lions will have their work cut out for them tonight here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. What are some of your thoughts on the game tonight, guys?
Yeah, when you get to the second round, I think you have to expect everybody to be good at this point, right? So, I mean, it's nothing to Central. Central's made it to this round, so they're also got some athletes on the team. As we've seen last year, record-breaking moves by Daniel, the quarterback, Hassan Ball. I mean, there's a team effort last week. Yes, they do have some weapons on their end, but then again, here they are about to come out of the tunnel. They got the lights, the smoke going, Barry. This is Columbia Central's house, so they're going to protect their house tonight.
Daniel Booker Jr., one of the captains, Isaiah Bishop, along with Zane Nash, and also for Columbia Central, captain is Xavier Murphy. The captains for Columbia Central tonight, purple helmets, purple jerseys, purple pants, white numerals. On the Bobcats of Knoxville Central High School, black helmets, white jerseys, white pants, and black and gold numerals. Should be a very exciting game here tonight at Lindsey Nelson Stadium, Jim Cartwright Field, as the Lions in the second round of the TSSAA football playoffs as they take on the Bobcats of Knoxville Central High School. Of course, last week I thought the Columbia Central offensive and defensive line played their best game of the year, maybe the best game in a couple of years. We kind of always a little bit on the offensive defensive line for not dominating, because we felt like they had the capabilities of being a dominant offensive and defensive line. And I thought last week with the consistency and the domination of the offensive line gave Columbia a big edge last week.
That it did, and it's got to carry over this week. We're going to need a great play from our defensive line. I've heard this quarterback tonight is really good, so we're going to need to get great pressure on him to knock him off track. And then the offensive line, they watched film from last week, saw what Booker did, saw the running he did, so they're probably going to be bringing a lot of blitzes to try to stop that, and you got to be ready for it. So the offensive line's got to step it up and continue tonight too.
And here come the Lions. Lions race out of the tunnel onto the field, and it's football time at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Columbia Central Lions race onto the field to their theme song, and the Lions will have to match energy with the Bobcats of Knoxville Central tonight. Knoxville Central with an excellent quarterback in Caden Long. He's a Mr. Football finalist. Caden Long has rushed for 1,049 yards and passing for almost 3,000 yards is Caden Long, once again a Mr. Football finalist here in the state of Tennessee. And of course, taking up the slack for Columbia, not a slouch either, is Daniel Booker Jr. Booker has 20 touchdowns on the year. He has 1,386 yards rushing and over the 1,000-yard mark in passing, 1,064 yards in passing. Daniel Booker Jr. got a lot of help last week from Hassan Ball. Ball has 662 yards rushing. Last week he had like 256 yards rushing, Hassan Ball. Zane Nash carries a heavy load for the Lions, not only on defense but offensively. He's 5'10", 220. He has 245 yards rushing on the year. Both teams on the field as we get ready for football action tonight here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. I'm Barry Duke, along with Maverick Dickinson and Dallas Workman, bringing you Columbia Central High School football action tonight from Lindsey Nelson Stadium, Jim Cartwright Field. So, guys, Columbia will be kicking off to Knoxville Central to get this game underway. What are your final thoughts on this opening of the game here?
Barry, you got to start out strong here. Let's let this defense get this offense jump-started. Like we've said all season, Columbia Central looks like they're ready to play tonight. Just which team wants it more, Barry? That's what it's going to come down to. A lot of this is a young Columbia Central team. They haven't been in this second round probably ever before, so we're about to see if they like it or not.
You said it there. Got to get off to a fast start. Round 2 of the playoffs. All these teams are good now. Cannot start slow.
Columbia kicks it into the end zone. Eli Raymer. Raymer was a busy young man last week against East Hamilton. Kicked a couple of field goals. Kicked it mostly in the end zone. When he didn't, East Hamilton brought it out for 2 99-yard touchdowns.
Still one of the fastest kids I've seen last week.
Very fast. Knoxville Central has the football first and 10. Their quarterback is outstanding, Caden Long.
Spreading it out already.
Trips to the left side. 2 receivers to the right side. Single in the backfield. Screen pass to the back. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks another tackle, and knocked out of bounds just shy of the 30-yard line. Just a quick snap that time. Pickup of 8 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 2 for the Bobcats of Knoxville Central High School.
Staying in this empty formation here again.
Caden Long, junior quarterback. Got a man in motion. And keeper fights his way for the 1st down and more, just shy of the 39-yard line. Actually, the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats.
Good tackle there by Xavier.
Ball just shy of the 35. Going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Bobcats of Knoxville Central High School. Caden Long, quarterback, junior. Knoxville Central has 20 seniors. The Columbia Central Lions with only 4 seniors. Twin receivers left and right. Quarterback back in the pocket. A little pressure. He's it downfield. Got a man wide open and drops it. Drops it at the 20 as he bit his man.
I don't know if he tripped up there or if he just slowed up a little bit, but I think we got lucky on that one.
Yeah, definitely
Very
lucky.
much.
You see here on that replay, if quarterback puts it right where it's supposed to be, Lee Holloway asleep at the wheel over there.
Got beat. And fortunately for the Lions, he dropped the football. Javiston Badgett, their top wide receiver for the Bobcats of Knoxville Central High School, coached by Kevin Lane. Trips on the left side, single receiver on the right side, handoff to the big back. Fights his way across the line of scrimmage and knocked back for a short gain.
Here we go.
Good gang tackle right there.
Big time.
Isaiah Bishop and Big X again.
Jaden Harris with the carry.
Yeah, stepping up from those 2 guys in the middle on that defensive line. We're going to need it.
Great size for the offensive line for Knoxville Central, and the skill players are very, very good size also. 3rd down 6. Ball at the 39-yard line of Knoxville Central. Quarterback in the pocket to pass. Long comes out of there with it. Gets the 1st down, spins and spins again and gets it across midfield to about the 48-yard line. Caden Long on the quarterback keeper.
Pocket collapse, Barry. He just decided to take 5 or 6 yards right there and pick up the easy 1st down.
Spinning off would-be Columbia Central tacklers. Gets the 1st down into Columbia territory at the Columbia 48-yard line. Caden Long is your quarterback. Jaden Harris the tailback. Trips to the left side, single receiver to the right side, tight end to the right. And off to the back. Now play action. Wide receiver with it, 45, 40, and knocked down at about the 37-yard line. And that is Torin McAfee. McAfee with the carry, with the pitch. Gets it down to the 38-yard line, 1st and 10.
Columbia Central defense got to get off those blocks right there. Refuse to be blocked.
9 minutes, 14 seconds remaining in the 1st quarter. Knoxville Central with their first drive of the game, moving the football. Quarterback in the backfield, rolls to the right side and knocked down at about the 31-yard line is Long. Caden Long.
Well, they're getting the pressure. They're just not containing him. He's getting 5, 6, 7 yards every scramble attempt.
And the quarterback is smart. He waits till the last second to roll out, and he's rolling out and beating the pressure.
Yep.
I'm sure at some point those Columbia Central get in some type of spy, but right now they're just going to let this first drive play out how it's going to be.
Brings up 2nd down 3 from the 32-yard line. And up to the back, cuts to the left side, gets it across the 30-yard line.
I believe it was Honey Badger. Let's check here on the replay.
Jaden Harris is a load.
3rd and 1. They're going to go for a hurry up here.
3rd down 1. 8 minutes left in the first quarter on the initial drive of the game. Long as your quarterback. Quarterback keeper. Breaks one tackle, rolls around the right side, breaks another tackle, and knocked down just inside the 20-yard line.
They had him bottled up, and he just
Caden Long
popped around the outside.
He
right
runs.
there on Nash's side.
Long runs with purpose and power. Brings up 1st down, got a 1st down out of it. Ball spotted at the 20-yard line of Columbia. 1st and 10, Bobcats. Quarterback keeper.
Got him that time.
And knocked down.
Is that Murph? No.
Toto and Nash.
Yeah.
Nash with the first hit. Toto finishes it off. Toto Baldwin. Might have lost it. Yeah, and they did lose 2 yards on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 12 for the Lions. Jaden Harris in the backfield right now. Javiston Badgett. Quarterback is Caden Long. Send a man in motion to the left side.
They love the empty formation.
And screen pass, and is broken up by the flag of the official. Blows the whistle. The official walking the wrong way, though. There we go.
Does push it back, though, Barry. 2nd.
5-yard penalty.
2nd and what? 16?
17. 2nd down, 17. See if the Lions defense can dig in as they're bending but haven't broken yet.
Let's see if
2nd down, 17.
to run an empty formation here. Does it look like it? They got a running back. I would find number 11.
Trips to the left side, man in motion. Quarterback rolling out under pressure. Gets the 1st down. No, actually knocked out of bounds before he got to the 1st down marker. Quarterback rolling out, doing a good job seeing what he wants to see and making that adjustment.
You can see on the replay there, the linebacker jumped. And that quarterback, he kind of started moving to his left, and the linebacker jumped down and opened up that right side.
Yep. I think that was Honey.
Badgett to the right side. McAfee along with Johnston to the left side. 3rd down, 7. Quarterback back in the pocket, rolled out.
Oh, he got him.
Down.
Toto? Yes.
Toto Baldwin.
Toto ball.
Toto Baldwin. 5'8", 200 pounds.
Got to bring up 4th down, Barry. I think they're going to send in. They're going to send in a kicking unit.
They're going to kick a field goal. 6 minutes and 20 seconds remain in the first quarter.
It doesn't look like they have a holder.
4th down and 11.
Okay, now they do.
Didn't have the kicker.
Or no, yeah.
They didn't have the kicker.
The kicker, yeah.
Can't kick it without him.
Press box thinks it's a fake. Let's see. Snap is down. It's a kick. Kick is up. Sailing.
It's good.
Good.
It's good. Field goal is good by the Bobcats of Knoxville Central High School. And Knoxville Central gets on the scoreboard first as they lead Columbia 3-0 with 5:58 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be back right after this timeout.
Front Porch Sports Network Friday Night Football is brought to you by Northside Medical Professionals, caring for Maury County families for over 30 years. From routine checkups and sports physicals to same-day sick visits and long-term care, Northside Medical Professionals is your hometown team for better health. With convenient locations, extended hours, and a staff that treats you like family, they're here to keep you strong all season long. Northside Medical Professionals, trusted care close to home. Learn more or schedule your visit at northsidemedicalprofessionals.com.
Welcome back to Lindsey Nelson Stadium, Jim Cartwright Field. I'm Barry Duke, along with Maverick Dickinson and Dallas Workman, bringing you Columbia Central High School football action tonight. 3-0. Knoxville Central gets on the scoreboard first. They're coming in with a record of 9-2. The Lions are 7-3 on the year.
That was a good first drive there. I mean, yeah, they put some points on the board, but you held them to just 3. That bend don't break we've been talking about all year.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Big time.
Absolutely. I mean, other than the quarterback just taking his 5-6 yards at a time, that somewhat coverage was good except for that one.
I think that's an easy fix, though, that they'll figure out on the sidelines here for this next drive.
Columbia back deep. Ball goes into the end zone on the touchback.
And I saw Jamari Brown dress out. Let's see if he gets a chance to play tonight.
Jamari has missed the last couple of games for the Lions.
Who's out there? Okay.
Also, Jamari Hall, who was banged up and surprised everybody and played well last week against East Hamilton. Columbia's first offensive drive, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Quarterback Booker rolls out on the pass, screen pass, gets it to Nash. Nash with it, gets it across the 30-yard line for the first down.
Southall.
That's Southall. Southall with the carry. With the
Great job, Southall.
catch.
Talked with him right before the game, and he said, "Watch out for me, Coach, tonight. Watch out for me."
Mason
I guess that's what he
Southall.
meant right there.
Yeah, got the screen, got the first down, ball at the 34-yard line, 14-yard pickup for Columbia. Twin receivers to the left side. Hand up to the back, hit in the backfield, and swatted that time. Hassan Ball tackled before he could. They give him a yard on the play.
Shout out to Matt Markham tonight. Mario, everybody that's in the chat. Jason Cameron, you're in the chat. Comment your name. Let's go.
Booker, quarterback keeper. Booker fights his way to the 40-yard line. Jason, check that. Daniel Booker Jr. with a carry. Booker with a carry got some positive yards on the play. They spot him at the 40-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for Columbia. 3rd down, 4. Big play here for the Lions. Booker in the shotgun. Hand off to the back. Hit at the line of scrimmage and still fighting as Hassan Ball. And finally knocked down for a loss on the play. Lost about a yard on the play. And we need that Columbia offensive line to dominate like they did last week. Hassan Ball got it back to the 40-yard line. Going to bring up 4th down and 4. Eli Raymer will be punting for Columbia. Back deep for the Bobcats, Torrin McAfee. Raymer with a kick, high kick. Takes a Bobcat roll at the 30.
We got a flag down.
There's a little extra
near sideline.
And a little face-to-face, face mask to face mask out on the field. Let's see what the call is. Flag down.
Down to the 32-yard line. Flag on play.
The officials are discussing, but 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Knoxville Central leading Columbia 3-0. Officials still discussing. Now 5 officials over there talking about it.
What are they talking about?
That's a good question.
What happened? I didn't even see it.
Wish we could mic the officials. Would that be interesting, wouldn't it?
I feel like the playoff games, they should hook them up with mics.
Yeah. We got some people in the chat wanting some shout-outs. Landon Foster. Oh.
Shout out. Landon.
Officials still discussing
he's
the
blowing it
penalty.
up. Calm down, Landon.
Still discussing. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Knoxville Central leading Columbia Central by the score of 3-0. As Columbia punting to Knoxville Central. And flag goes down. A little scuffle.
Well, while we got some time, we got Clayton Harris down the field. He's interviewed Tredarius Goff before the game. Let's see if we can hear it.
Coach, it's the second round of the playoffs. Lindsey Nelson Stadium is jumping right now. Tell me how you're feeling pregame. You've got alumni in the house to hype up your team.
Oh, man, I feel good, man. It's what we've been working for right here, the opportunity to put ourselves in this position, man. So we just got to go out here and seize the moment, do our job, fundamentally sound, and get after it, man.
And you've got some players back that haven't played in recent weeks. How are you feeling about getting them back into the mix and really putting a team together that can win this football game tonight?
Oh, man, it feels good. You know, anytime we get 5 back, you know, that's a bright spot and make us feel a little better. So hopefully, you know, he go out here, he's gonna have a good night. His body's gonna hold up for him, and he's gonna get after it.
And you're playing against a talented quarterback, Caden Long. How are you going to manage containing him tonight?
Man, we plan on getting pressure on him and make him uncomfortable tonight, and see how he responds to that.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Head coach of the Lions, Tredarius Goff. Penalty goes against Knoxville Central.
Drove them back.
15-yard penalty. They are back at the 10-yard line.
Going to go with a double stack formation here.
Back at their own 10.
Really wild.
Big time penalty.
Wild.
As you mentioned, double stack on the left side. Single back in the backfield. Twin receivers to the right side. Long as your quarterback. Hand off to the big back. Breaks the line of scrimmage. Fights his way forward for 5 yards on the play. That's a big running back right there.
He's a big guy.
Oh, yeah.
He gets those shoulders down. He's hard to handle. And Columbia defenders got low, a lot lower than him, and slowed him down.
Wrapping up is going to be the main key when it comes to tackling him tonight.
Because it looks like they're going to continue to play 5-on-5 here. They're going to spread everybody out. 5 in the box versus our 5.
Quarterback rolls out to the right side, fires it across for the first down. Hits his wide receiver, Torrin McAfee. McAfee with the catch and the first down for the Bobcats of Knoxville Central High School. 1st and 10 Bobcats. 3:20 left in the first quarter. Long's your quarterback. In the backfield is Jaden Harris. The long count. Quarterback keeper hit in the backfield and knocked down. Lions did a good job that time on the defensive line.
Nash got back there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Xavier.
And they finished it off.
Xavier Murphy on the bottom of the pound. Xavier Murphy.
It also helped clogging it up. Tiny. Whitehead checks in, 55.
Brian Whitehead in for Columbia. On the defensive line. Looking at 2nd down 11, loss of a yard on the play. Caden Long is the quarterback for Knoxville Central. Quarterback keeper breaks a tackle, fights his way across the 30-yard line to about the 32. Caden Long, a finalist for
Lee
Mr.
Hall.
Football for Tennessee.
Lee and Hall on that tackle right there.
All right, Lions fans, it is your turn. It is 3rd down.
Big 3rd down play here. 3rd down and short, 3rd and 2. Screen pass to the back, to the wide receiver, breaks a tackle, rambles his way across the 40.
We might have a hold over
about
there.
the 44.
Tackle made by Richard Powers.
There was a flag thrown. It might be a holding over there. I think it was. And Nash is pointing to that side too.
Officials are discussing it again. Knoxville Central's skill people are big, athletic, and with a real good skill set.
And you say they're full of seniors, the 20-something seniors.
20 seniors for the Knoxville Central Bobcats. Holding against the Bobcats. They're going to march him back and nullify that great pass play and put him in the hole.
Oh.
Bring up 3rd and 9.
Spot the ball at the 27-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd and about 8. Big 3rd down here play for Columbia defense. Long quarterback in the pocket. Got time. Hits his receiver. Makes the completion for the first down and more. Got it to his wide receiver, Torrin McAfee. And McAfee with the catch and the first down for Knoxville Central. So that was a big play for Knoxville Central.
And yeah, I've seen them kind of do this same little concept in warm-ups. I think they know that Columbia Central is going to have to make a play, whether they throw it to the inside seam route or the outside guy's just going to run that little comeback route and wait for the free safety to make a mistake.
Long rolls out to the right side. Tried to hit his receiver, incomplete as he tried to get it to Tanaj Taylor. Goes incomplete. Last week, of course, East Hamilton primarily attacked the middle of the field, the middle of the line, while Knoxville Central will attack you to the left, to the right, and up the middle.
Yeah, I've noticed that. They spread it out really well.
But that's also kind of good news for Columbia Central. They've had quite a few pick sixes this season. If Richard Powers and Lee Holloway play their cards right, they might end up getting themselves on getting a pick tonight.
2nd down, 10. Long pass to the receiver, bumped out of bounds. Got it to J.J. Sackey. Gonna bring up 3rd down and short for Knoxville Central.
3rd and short.
Long tried a quick snap to wanted Columbia to jump off sides. They didn't. Snapped his hands. 3rd down, 1. Ball at the 45. Screen pass to the wide receiver. Complete. Gets the first down. Got it to J.J. Sackey.
Barry, they're going to do it all night.
I think they're going to have to switch that concept. We've been talking about how they've been playing a lot of off coverages.
We're going to need to see
cushion.
some disguises.
I had to play a little man press tonight.
And that's the operative word, cushion, as Columbia's giving them cushion and they're taking advantage of it.
I think they're getting ready to set us up some stop and goes. Be ready. I think Lee Holloway needs to cheat more towards the middle of the field.
That goes in motion to the right side. Quarterback down the field. Got a man wide open. Columbia breaks on the ball, but not enough. Touchdown, Bobcats. Columbia got beat on the play. Touchdown by McAfee. Torrin McAfee, but the catch and the touchdown. Ball hung in the air. The receiver played it well, had more size. Went up for the catch in the end zone for the touchdown for the Bobcats of Knoxville Central High School.
Great throw and catch. They get in this weird here formation.
Owen Magaha will be attempting the point after for the Bobcats. Snap is down, kick is up. Barely crosses the goalpost, barely gets through for the extra point. And the score with 32 seconds left in the first quarter is Knoxville Central 10, Columbia Central Lions nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Tonight's Front Porch Sports Network coverage is brought to you by TriStar Elevator, Middle Tennessee's trusted full-service elevator company based right here in Columbia. From maintenance to repairs to modernization and new installations, TriStar Elevator keeps commercial and residential elevators running safely and smoothly. With over 45 years of experience and a commitment to fast, reliable service, they're the hometown team you can count on. TriStar Elevator, raising the standard in elevator care. Call 931-797-0329 or visit TriStarElevatorTN.com.
Welcome back to Lindsey Nelson Stadium, Jim Cartwright Field. I'm Barry Duke along with Maverick Dickinson and Dallas Workman, bringing you Columbia Central High School football action tonight. Brought to you by TriStar Elevator.
TriStar Elevator. And also brought to you by Northside Medical. They're the big sponsors for tonight.
Back deep for Columbia. Richard Powers and Cam Bridges. Stick that Hassan ball. Richard Powers takes it at the 3, the 5, the 10, 15, the 20, and knocked out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. Richard Powers.
Put your shoulder down, Richard.
The offensive line will be challenged here as Columbia has a football
Yeah, you got to answer
at their own 24-yard line.
Yeah, I agree with you. You have to answer here.
Got to do something.
Andy marking close to the 25.
How bad do you want it?
1st and 10 Lions, 25-yard line. Daniel Booker Jr., your quarterback. Brown in motion to the left side. She gets the carry. Brown turns it up, knocked out of bounds for a pretty good pickup that time by Jamari Brown.
There we go.
And I'd like to see that.
Get him involved.
Get him involved, but I'd like to see him go straight to the sideline. Pick up what you need and go straight to the sideline. Make your move, get out of bounds quick. Because he's going to be capable of giving us.
We have a receiver uncovered.
8 yards.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a receiver uncovered here.
Now they cover him up.
Man, let's say there's going to be a mistake here.
Daniel Booker, quarterback, and whistles blow, kills the play.
Timeout. Oh, no.
They're either going to call movement.
14 seconds left
in the first quarter.
Oh, okay. Offsides.
Brian McKnight, Barry said, don't forget about your ice cream.
Tell him I won't. Thank you. Thank you. Breeze homemade ice cream.
Did you go with the banana again?
I am. Thank you, Brian. Bree. Sonia. Looked like Knoxville Central jumped. Quarterback keeper Booker gets it across the 30-yard line to about the 32.
The past 2 plays, it's looked like that guy's jumped off sides.
And this time is very obvious, very visible. Yeah, very visible. That's the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, the score, it's Knoxville Central 10, Columbia Central Lions nothing. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Is your internet slowing you down? It's time for an upgrade. Whether you're at home, working from your home office, or at your business, it's time to unleash the speed you need with speeds up to 1 gig at CPWS for as low as $70 a month. Give us a call, 931-375-7777. Local service, local support, CPWS.
Welcome back to Lindsey Nelson Stadium, Jim Cartwright Field, second round of the TSSAA playoffs between the Columbia Central Lions and the Bobcats of Knoxville Central High School. 10-0. Knoxville Central leading Columbia right now. Lions trying to get something going offensively. And Columbia hoping to dominate up front offensively. Cole Castile is your center. Daniel Booker Jr., your quarterback, coming off a record-setting week the week before, last week. Hassan Barr in the backfield. Booker, keeper. Booker tries to turn the corner. Booker at the 35, 40, 45, 50,
House call.
40, 30, 20,
Go, Booker.
10.
Go, Booker.
Slow down.
Go, Booker. Get on
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Let's go.
Daniel Booker
Let's
Jr.
go.
with a man breathing down his neck, takes it to the house and scores. Daniel Booker Jr. races 68 yards for the touchdown. Big time. Gets Columbia on the scoreboard on a 68-yard run by Daniel Booker Jr. Takes it to the house for the touchdown. Eli Raymer will attempt the point after for the Lions. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good.
Let's go.
And the score.
Let's go.
Columbia Central gets on the scoreboard. Knoxville Central 10, Columbia Central 7. We'll be back right after this.
Columbia, your Love's travel stop just got a whole lot better. We've modernized our space at 1624 Bear Creek Pike at exit 46 to bring you more of what you want with fuel discounts, additional food offerings, and everything you need to hit the road with ease. Come say hi at the remodeled Love's in Columbia. We thank you for allowing us to be a part of your community. Safe travels.
Lions get on the scoreboard on a 68-yard run by Daniel Booker Jr. for their Lions' first score of the night. It is a 10-7 ball game now. Knoxville Central leading Columbia Central 10-7. Back deep for the Bobcats is Badgett and McAfee.
Booker just adding to the stat sheet here. He's a menace.
Eli Raymer to kick for the Lions. Kick goes into the end zone for the touchback, which is huge for Columbia. And that is a weapon within itself. So the Bobcats of Knoxville Central High School will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line with 11 minutes and 46 seconds left in the first half of play.
I think this young Columbia Central team is hungry for this type of playoff environment. I think that they realize that, hey, you know, this could be us for the next couple of years, guys. Let's take advantage of it. I've got to talk to a few of them before the game, and, I mean, a lot of them seem locked in.
And those juniors and sophomores and freshmen only going to get bigger, stronger, and better for the Lions. Quarterback is Caden Long. For the Knoxville Central Bobcats. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Long back in the pocket. Pass to the receiver. Fights his way out to the 20 and slung down at about the 28-yard line. And J.J. Sackey with the catch.
We don't want to throw him for the first down.
As long as that corner bails for the inside guy, they're going to throw that little hitch all night.
And he got enough for the first down. 1st and 10, Knoxville Central.
I think he maybe walk your safeties up a hair.
There.
To give that cornerback a room to Take less steps right there.
He cheats back, pass across the middle, incomplete. Tried to get it to Janaj Taylor. Incomplete, brings up second down. Columbia's not playing as deep as they normally have, but they still playing, giving them fairly amount of room in the secondary.
Yeah, it looks like they've cut their splits down, yeah.
Like they're playing two safeties.
Yeah, they're sitting 4 or 5 yards.
Long quarterback keeper right up the middle, hit, slung down. I thought he was going to fumble the ball that time. Fights his way up to the 35-yard line.
Nash and Hall in on that tackle right there.
Zane Nash along with Jamari Hall. 10:40 remaining in the first half. And a 10-7 ball game. Knoxville Central with the lead and the football. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line. Quarterback in the pocket to pass, looking downfield. Almost intercepted Columbia. Almost picked off Columbia. The wide receiver got his hands on it just enough to deflect it from Columbia's Dallas King.
Bring up fourth down.
4th and 5.
Keeping the cube. No,
They're going to send out the punt team.
They got the kicking team comes out.
Jamari Brown goes back deep to receive here.
And he's motioning to the sideline and motioning to his teammates. Hey, I'm back here. I'm here.
I'm staying. I'm out
That's
here.
right.
Let me take it to the crib.
Jamari Brown.
And he's been out the
Standing
past
back at
2
his
weeks.
30-yard line. Kick, high sailing kick. Brown's going to let it go. Takes a Knoxville Central roll and dies at about the 26-yard line. So Columbia will have the football 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. And you got to like that. Jamari Brown, a sophomore, motioning everybody back. Hey, I'm back here deep.
Yeah.
I got it. Give it. I'm on it.
He knows that this could be his career here. I mean, they got a young team and they're making it this far already. So I think I told him before the game, I said, man, get comfortable. Get comfortable here.
1st and 10 Lions. They spot him at the Columbia 37-yard line. Daniel Booker Jr. is your quarterback. In the backfield for the Lions is Hassan Baugh. Booker with the keeper, breaks the tackle, fights his way across the 35-yard line up to about the 36-yard line. Daniel Booker Jr. Great ball handling that time because the defenders didn't know who had it. They went straight for Hassan Baugh on the play action.
Great lead block right there by Big Country. I mean, completely moved that guy out of the way.
Lead block, and then Booker. I've seen running backs latch on and ride a lineman, but that pushing a lineman, being your own blocker there, that was nice.
It's time for Honeyball to get involved.
Fights his way across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. Hassan Honey Badger Baugh for the Lions. R.J. White comes in at a wide receiver. Also Jamari Brown in as a receiver. Tight end is Dallas King. Up front, Columbia, Luke O'Neill, Isaiah Bishop. The center is Castile Cole. Columbia quarterback keeper going to lose a couple of yards on the play. As the right side of the Knoxville Central line dominate that time and got to Booker.
Big Country right there completely ran right by the guy that made the tackle. If he would have had that block, I think Booker might have picked up 20, 30 yards right there.
Vontae Hatton also up front for the Lions. Columbia 3 receivers to the right side, single receiver to the left. Booker back in the pocket to pass, under pressure. Gets it across. And almost couldn't come up with the ball. Would have been a first down if Columbia could have maintained possession.
I think he was trying to make a move before he actually secured the catch.
I mean, it was there.
It was right there.
It was right there to be able to catch it.
Was that Raymer at wide receiver?
No, that was Richard Powers.
Oh, Powers, okay. Raymer's in the punt right now as they pass each other on the sideline, I guess. Eli Raymer to punt would have been a big first down for the Lions, would have kept the ball out of the hands of the Bobcats, but couldn't hang on. A well-thrown ball. Raymer to punt. Raymer gets a kickoff. High sailing kick.
Good.
Goes out of bounds.
26.
Whoa.
No, he's calling it out right there. The 28.
Yeah, it's
29.
like it was closer to the 26, but
Flag on the play.
ball sailing out of bounds.
Where's the flag at? Did they change the colors on the flags again? Am I missing something? Oh, no, I see it over there. Okay.
Flag down.
That's a first down for us.
Flag down across the field here. The officials are discussing again. Now he can give us a signal, let us know.
Dead ball.
Personal foul against the Lions.
Dead ball personal foul against the Lions. Oh, against the Bobcats.
Yeah, against Knoxville
Bobcats.
Central. Dead ball personal foul. I'll put the ball way back to the 13-yard line.
Getting a little chippy.
Yep.
It's been
Gotta
chippy.
love it.
It's been chippy early. Getting chippier.
It's just the playoffs.
That's all.
I love it.
Nothing at stake. Double stack on the left side. Twin receivers on the right side for Knoxville Central. Screen pass to the back. Knocked out of bounds by Brown. Shamari Brown.
McAfee on the reception. Brown on the tackle.
Torrin McAfee with the catch. Pickup of 6 on the play. And bring up second down. Quarterback is Long. Kalen Long. Gets the snap. Looking downfield. Got a man breaking open. Overthrows it.
Oh!
And a flag comes down late.
He hooked his hand.
Columbia got speed on the play, and it was overthrown. It was really incomplete, but the defensive back
Yep.
could
They're going to call it every time.
grabs him late.
This ain't ring around the rosy. But I'll take 15 yards over 7 any day.
Overthrew the receiver, but the defender didn't see the ball and grabbed the receiver as it was overthrown. Flag call, pass interference against Columbia. And it's going to be a first down for Knoxville Central. Got beat, couldn't make a play on the ball. Grabbed him at the last second.
I don't even think he needed to.
No, he didn't, but he didn't know.
It had to have been an amazing catch if he was going to make that catch.
First and 10, Bobcats at their own 32-yard line. Quarterback play action, pass complete to the receiver. And the official says it's complete to Tanaj Taylor.
They're just going to pick on the corners all night. Whatever that corner decides to go with, they're going to throw it to the other guy every time.
And the quarterback getting token pressure. Pick up enough for the first down. Ball spotted at midfield. First and 10, Bobcats. Long rolls out. Passes in the flat. Incomplete.
Pass intended for Johnston, incomplete. Michael Whitaker, you need to move your car. You're about to be towed. Michael Whitaker, please move your car.
7 minutes, 59 seconds remain in the first half.
You can see Lee Holloway on that instant replay right there. Does a good job shoving the guy, but forgets who receiver number 1 is that he got to get under. He got up under the guy taking the short route.
10-7, Knoxville Central on top. Single receiver wide to the left side, twin to the right, trips to the right side. Quarterback back in the pocket, token pressure. And it breaks down. Pass is thrown, incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Going to bring up third down and long
Intended for McAfee.
for the Bobcats. 10-7, Bobcats on top.
Pass is intended for
DBs did their job on that play. Linemen did not.
Their offensive line is doing a pretty good job protecting their quarterback.
I mean,
Big third down
you got
opportunity.
The stats that guy has. You got to have a good offensive line.
Big time. Third down, 10 for the Bobcats. Caden Long, man in motion to the right side. Long quarterback keeper.
Draw.
Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, gets the first down and more. Right up the middle, breaking a couple of tackles to get the first down.
Just a design draw right there.
And
See that these defensive ends are really crashing hard. They're hoping that they can just pick up easy 5.
Quarterback doing a good job picking and choosing which direction to go. Had a little wiggle, a little move, and broke 2 tackles and got the first down. Ball spotted at the Columbia 43. Up the middle. Isaiah Bishop and Toto Ball.
Bishop and Baldwin on the tackle.
Bring up second down. And about 6. Caden Long, finalist for Mr. Football, the quarterback for the Bobcats. Jamari Hall playing middle linebacker. Quarterback keeper skirts his way around the left side, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and gets the first down and more. Caden Long.
Jamari Brown on that tackle right there.
Caden Long has 1,049 yards rushing this year and almost 3,000 yards passing coming into tonight's game.
Whew.
First and 10 Bobcats knocking on the door with 6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first half of play.
Columbia Central needs to keep them out of the end zone here. They get the ball at half.
Long, quarterback keeper up the middle. Being dragged down. Gets it across the 20 to about the 19-yard line. Forward progress.
Whitehead on the tackle.
And bring up second down. Flags fly.
Some more
Late.
extracurricular going on.
They point toward Columbia.
Yep, Columbia's
They're
backing up.
Flag flies after the play.
So what you don't want to give up here in playoffs. You don't want to do anything to hurt yourself, especially in this short yardage here in the red zone.
Columbia did a pretty good job on the stop that time. Now they're going to be backed up half the distance to the goal.
Gotta let
Walking
pads
pass
do the talking, boys.
10 inside the 10-yard line at about the 9-yard line.
Bring up first and goal.
First and goal from the 9 for the Bobcats of Knoxville Central High School, coached by Kevin Lane. First and goal from the 9. So Knoxville Central comes in with a reputation of having a very explosive offense.
They got in a tight formation and spread it back out.
Quarterback in the back pocket, rolling around to the right side, pushed out of bounds for a short gain on the play. 5:28 left in the first half.
Pushed out by Hall at the 10.
Knoxville Central leading Columbia 10-7. Knoxville Central knocking on the door.
Toto's got to do a better job at staying contained in there. He keeps going inside. I guess he's trying to hope to catch the quarterback because the quarterback has been going up the middle, but your job is still to contain that outside.
No gain on the play. Actually lost about a half yard, believe it or not. 2nd and goal from the 10. Screen pass to the back, knocked down.
Great
tackle that time.
Lee Holloway.
Lee Holloway with a big time hit that time for Columbia.
Holloway on the tackle.
Big time hit that time by Columbia.
Holloway recognizes it right away.
Pass complete to McAfee.
And a perfect form tackle.
3rd and goal.
3rd goal, though.
3rd and goal from the 9 for the Bobcats. Knoxville Central high-powered offense. The Lions trying to step up
Come on, Lions fans.
for the opportunity here. Clock running, 4 minutes, 35 seconds left. And Knoxville Central calls a timeout. But we'll keep it right here, though. We'll keep it here with 4:35 left in the first half. Knoxville Central looking at 3rd and goal from the 9. So what are your thoughts, Dallas?
I don't know. It kind of seems like getting back into that not wanting to wake up till the second half Columbia Central team again. It feels like we haven't woken up this second half or this first half and not executing the way that we should be executing.
I thought for sure that run by Daniel Booker right there would kind of start their offense, but it's real important for Columbia Central to make a big stop right here. I feel like Knoxville is going to come out and pass it here right off the bat. They might try to run something to the corner. They might throw this little hitch route that they've been running again. But Knoxville what is this team? The Bobcats? Knoxville Central. They're definitely going to come out here and take a shot right here, passing-wise.
And I'm surprised the quarterback has really a couple of keepers on the play, rolling out keepers, and had some success up the middle. But they are a high-powered offense, and let's see if the Columbia Lions young defenders can keep them out of the end zone with 4:35 remaining in the first half of play. 3rd down and goal from the 9. And up to the back, fights his way, pushing his way, and
Fumble.
We got it.
Ball. And Columbia comes up with it. Coming out of there with it is Isaiah Bishop. Isaiah Bishop recovers it.
Huge.
As Columbia stripped him.
Huge, Barry.
Stopped him in his tracks, stripped the ball, and Isaiah Bishop, 6'5", 310, comes up with a fumble recovery.
Columbia Central still has 3 timeouts. 4:40 or 4:26 here left to go. Got to get that jump start we were just talking about, Dallas.
Ball spotted at the 7-yard line. 1st and 10, Columbia. Daniel Booker Jr. is your quarterback.
Plenty of time and timeouts.
Booker in the pocket. Pass, screen pass. Hassan Ball fights his way across the 10. Breaks a tackle at the 15.
Chunk yards.
And knocked down just across the 15-yard line. As we got a crazy moth flying up here.
Yeah.
He's all over the place.
Thought I was a wasp coming out.
Spot the football at the 13-yard line. 2nd down. Actually close to the 14-yard line for Columbia. Brings up 2nd down and 4 for the Lions. Daniel Booker Jr. is your quarterback. Everybody's in tight. Booker rolls out. Pass complete to Brown. Brown fights against the 1st down and more. Still fighting and slung out of bounds as Jamari Brown with the pass from Booker for the 1st down. And the Lions get the 1st down. Determined run that time by Jamari Brown.
Refuses to go down by that first one. I love it.
3 minutes, 49 seconds left in the first half. Lions moving the football, got the first down. Ball spotted at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10 Lions. And they spread wide receivers twin to the left side. Tight end to the right. Booker back in the pocket. Booker hands off the ball. Ball rolls out and is slung down and thrown out of bounds, and there's a flag down.
I think we got holding. Columbia Central. I don't see anywhere a hold, though.
Maybe a face mask. The officials confer again.
I don't know.
Penalty goes against the Bobcats of Knoxville Central.
Good. Face mask.
Yeah. 15-yard penalty marched off against the Bobcats after the Columbia run. Columbia pass. Spot the ball at the 37-yard line of Columbia. Brings up 1st down 10 for Columbia. Three minutes and 40 seconds remain in the first half of play. Daniel Booker Jr., your quarterback, in the shotgun. Quarterback keeper. Breaks
Still
the
on his
tackle,
feet.
breaks another tackle across the 40 to the 45-yard line. Daniel Booker Jr., they had him stopped dead cold, and he pops out of it for a pretty good pickup for the Lions.
Great run.
Hard nose running right there.
Ball spotted at the 45-yard line.
2nd and short, Barry, right where this Columbia Central offense wants to be.
2nd down and 2 for Columbia. R.J. White in motion to the left side. Booker's your quarterback. That's on ball in the backfield. Got a short bunt. Booker rolls, hits, spins, and trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. And going to lose a yard on the play. Bishop gets up limping. Might have lost a yard on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Lions. Clock down to 2:30 left in the first half. Lions trailing 10-7 to the Knoxville Central Bobcats. Play clock down to 12. 3rd down 3 Columbia. Big play here, a big down for the Lions.
Oh,
Hand
that
off to
did not
Brown.
work.
Hand off to Brown on the reverse. And they knock him down for a loss on the play. Loss on the play. Columbia's looking at 4th down.
Yeah, they sniffed that one out.
Big time.
Wilson on the tackle. Jones and Lang. Timeout Bobcats.
2 minutes left in the first half. We'll keep it right here. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line. 4th down for the Lions. 4th and 11.
You're going to be asked to leave and escorted to the gates. Hamburgers, cheeseburgers, popcorn, pizza, candy.
And you're listening to Front Porch Radio Network Sports, powered by CPWS Internet, TriStar Elevator, and Northside Medical, along with all our great sponsors here tonight. 2 minutes left in the first half. Lions will have to punt it away. Eli Raymer back deep for Knoxville Central will be Torrin McAfee. And Javiston Badgett. Raymer, it's a kickoff, short kick.
They got a flag down on this side.
Taken by the back.
Too.
Taken by the up back, Badgett. Badgett races around the left side, gets it across midfield. And a flag down. Let's see who the flag is against. Javiston Badgett takes it on the run. And the officials' illegal procedure against Columbia declined.
Illegal procedure against the Lions declined.
And I would decline it too.
Yeah, they basically got back to where Columbia Central started right there.
Minute 46 left in the first half. Got to spot it. They're still walking around with the football, the officials. And the official now marks it off. Ten to 7 is the score. Knoxville Central Bobcats on top of the Lions with a minute 46 remaining. The officials are still discussing the play.
Looks like they're gonna. They finally figured it out here.
They're gonna give Knoxville Central the football at the 32-yard line.
Take a shot.
Pass across the middle, wide open. Goes into the end zone for the touchdown. And Knoxville Central scores. J.J. Sackey makes the catch across the middle and scores. And the clock never started with a minute 46 left in the first half of play. Knoxville Central with the score. And Knoxville Central set to kick the point after. Owen Magaha to attempt the point after. Now they adjust the clock, and there's running. Brayton Starnes holding. Snap is up. Kick is good. And the score with a minute 35 left in the first half. It's Knoxville Central 17, Columbia Central Lions 7. We'll be back right after this timeout.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
We all live very busy lives. Sometimes we just need a break. Wouldn't it be nice to have an extra pair of hands to help out? Let me introduce you to New Dawn Cleaning Service. No job is too big or too small because they do it all, from residential to commercial. They offer standard cleaning, construction cleaning, carpet shampooing, and window cleaning. Whether you are looking for a one-time
Minute 35 left in the first half. Quick striking offense. Knoxville Central leading Columbia Central 17-7. Knoxville Central will kick off to Columbia. Low driving kick goes out of bounds. Flag flies. And they will mark it accordingly.
Well, I mentioned earlier we still had 3 timeouts. We still have 3 timeouts, Barry.
They're going to make them kick it again?
Got to. I think they are. Got to get something out of this drive because you get the ball at halftime. Got to make this drive count, Barry.
Legal procedure against the Bobcats.
A legal procedure against Knoxville Central. They'll be kicking it again 5 yards deeper with 1:34 remaining in the first half of play. Back deep for Columbia, Richard Powers Jr.
And Honey Badger.
Hassan Ball, the Honey Badger. Of course, Knoxville Central with 20 seniors, the Lions only 4 seniors, and there's a lot of physical maturity, especially on the skill positions for Knoxville Central.
Yeah.
They look like a college team, which we hope the Lions will be in a couple of years when they become juniors and seniors. Ground and kick. Taken by the Honey Badger at the 15.
Needs a block.
The 20. And spun around at the 25. Fights his way to the 30.
I think we might have another face mask.
And flags fly all over the place. Honey Badger almost hit for a big loss and broke it out for a nice gain on the play. Flags fly.
I would have liked to seen Richard Powers attack that guy right there instead of wait for him. Kind of caused Honey Badger to stumble up on his feet right there, trying to get out of the way.
Honey Badger stumbled through a tackle and broke it.
You can see here.
Yards.
You can see here, Barry.
Another face mask penalty against Knoxville Central. So Columbia with 1:27 left in the first half. Got a big mark off here. Got spotted at the 43, at the Columbia 43 with 1:27 left in the first half. Lions trail by 10, 17-7. Booker, your quarterback keeper, trying to turn the corner. Spins, gets a couple of yards out of it.
Picks up 4.
Daniel Booker Jr. with a carry. Jamari Brown comes in. Jamari Hall comes in for Columbia. R.J. White in. Also Jamari Brown also in. We got too many players in the game. Still look like they got too many in. Second down 6 for the Lions. White goes in motion. Booker whistles blow. And Columbia either called a timeout or they're going to get a procedure penalty.
I hear someone yelling false start.
Penalty goes against Columbia. They mark off 5 yards. Illegal procedure.
48 seconds.
Boy, it looked like Columbia had 12, 13, 14 players in the game.
I think they did at one point. They still got 3 timeouts, Barry. You got to use these smart.
Clock down to 46 seconds. Columbia looking at second down. And about 12. Booker pass across the middle, complete to Brown. 30,
Hall.
20. That's Hall.
Go Hall. Go Hall.
All the way to the 2-yard line. That's Jamari Hall with the catch across the middle.
Great play call. Great play call.
Jamari Hall takes it down to the 2-yard line with 35 seconds left. Big play, Booker to Jamari Hall. Almost took it to the end zone. Almost got in. They're going to mark him at the 3. First and goal from the 3. And Columbia calls a timeout. Timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here. Clayton Harris with me right now. Clayton,
hey,
a little out of breath. Them steps got you, didn't it?
Yeah, I just came from the tunnel. So yeah, what a game!
It is. The Lions knocking on the door. Jamari Hall almost took it to the house, but the pass from Daniel Booker Jr. They're going to mark him down at the 3. First and goal from the 3 with 35 seconds left. So this would be huge if the Lions can punch it in right before halftime.
Absolutely, Barry, because Columbia is going to get the ball, start second half. So at minimum, you want to come away with at least 3 here. Make it a 1-possession game.
Lions hoping for a touchdown, which would be huge, as they just gave up one on a pass across the middle for the Knoxville Central Bobcats for the score. And Columbia trying to match that score here. First and goal from the 3 for the Lions.
They got 2 timeouts, Barry, so they can still run the football here. Plenty of time.
Daniel Booker Jr. Play clock running. Got Zane Nash in the backfield. Booker, quarterback keeper, into the end zone. Yes, touchdown Columbia. Touchdown Columbia. Daniel Booker from the 3 takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the crowd goes crazy. Got a really, really good crowd here tonight, Clayton.
Oh, it's incredible, Barry, and they're still coming in, and what a huge touchdown there by Columbia. Make it 17-13 now, trying to make it a 3-point game. 29 seconds left here in the opening half.
Quarterback keeper Daniel Booker from the 3, touchdown. Eli Raymer to attempt the point after. Richard Powers on the hold. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. And the score, it's Knoxville Central 17, the Columbia Central Lions 14. We'll be back right after this timeout.
We all live very busy lives. Sometimes we just need a break. Wouldn't it be nice to have an extra pair of hands to help out? Let me introduce you to New Dawn Cleaning Service. No job is too big or too small because they do it all. From residential to commercial, they offer standard cleaning, construction cleaning, carpet shampooing, and window cleaning. Whether you are looking for a one-time service or regular scheduled cleaning plan, New Dawn is ready to help. With years of experience, you can relax, kick back, and call New Dawn Cleaning Service at 615-977-6901.
Back at Lindsey Nelson Stadium at Jim Cartwright Field, I'm Barry Duke, along with Clayton Harris right now, as Maverick Dickinson and Dallas Workman will be on the field, being recognized by the Whitthorne Tigers for their county championship. It's 29 seconds remaining in the first half of play. The Lions have cut it to 3, 17-14. Raymer to kick off to Knoxville Central. Back deep for Knoxville Central is Torrin McAfee, along with Javiston Badgett. High booming kick, short, taken at the 3. Badgett on the other side. Got it to Torrin. Torrin with it, steps outside, still running though, and knocked out of bounds. Flags flying on the weak side there.
Well, they ran a bit of a Music City Miracle lateral. You see it there, they throw it across the field. We just had a bad angle there. We had somebody that Lee nearly got him.
And finally gets it across the midfield.
But a hold is going to bring that baby back.
Going to bring it back.
Against the Bobcats.
That was a smart play, and they executed well except for the hold.
It was a smart and very risky play, Barry. Imagine if that ball gets fumbled on that throw across the field. You'd give Columbia the ball deep in their territory and a chance to take the lead before the half. So kudos to Knox Central for having enough faith in their kids to run a trick play like that.
They're going to mark it at the 27-yard line with 13 seconds remaining.
And Tater, I'm right there with you, buddy. I thought I saw possibly a face mask too on the sideline, which would have offset the penalties. But yeah, you're right. It was close. And look at this prevent defense, Barry, that Columbia's in. They got guys all the way back at their own 45-yard line.
Exactly. First and 10, Knoxville Central at their own 27-yard line. Screen pass to the back, makes the catch, close to the first down, and he gets the first down.
Stops the clock with 6 seconds.
Javiston Badgett, 6 seconds left in the first half.
Knox Central's going to take one of their 2 timeouts. So, they're 60 yards away from the end zone, Barry. This kid's got a cannon. Maybe you throw it up, see what happens. If there's a penalty, perhaps you could get in field goal range. There's just so many different variables. But if they're taking a timeout here, they're obviously wanting to do something before the half.
6 seconds remaining in the first half in a 17-14 game.
We'll go back and look at that play again, Barry. He just chunked that thing across the field, hit the sideline, and leap right there. That could have been a face mask. You saw the reaction from the sideline. That was a poor camera job on my part there at the end, but look at that. Yeah, just threw that thing all the way across the field, and it almost paid off. What a play.
It would have been nice if Columbia could step between it and take it to the house. That would be amazing. But the penalty, first down and 10 for the Bobcats.
So they put 9 seconds back on the clock.
At their own 39. Low snap, quarterback in the pocket, going to be run down from behind, gets it off, gets it complete to McAfee. McAfee is knocked down, and that's the end of the first half. McAfee makes the catch. Torrin McAfee makes the catch. The quarterback got it off just in time as Columbia was right on his heels. The quarterback gets it to McAfee, and McAfee makes the catch. Columbia makes the stop, and that's the end of the first half. It's halftime. Halftime score, Knoxville Central 17, Columbia 14. We'll take a break, and we'll be back right after this timeout.
Front Porch Sports Network Friday Night Football is brought to you by Northside Medical Professionals, caring for Murray County families for over 30 years. From routine checkups and sports physicals to same-day sick visits and long-term care, Northside Medical Professionals is your hometown team for better health. With convenient locations, extended hours, and a staff that treats you like family, they're here to keep you strong all season long. Northside Medical Professionals, trusted care close to home. Learn more or schedule your visit at northsidemedicalprofessionals.com.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family-owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
A body in motion stays in motion until you feel that muscle tighten, that sharp pain you didn't expect, and suddenly you're stopped in your tracks. KRT helps you get back in action with all natural pain relief in just minutes. Don't get sidelined by muscle cramps. Stay in the game with KRT.
Discover Prime and Pint in downtown Columbia, where great food meets great company. Join us for weekly specials. Tuesday is Texas Tuesday with a rotating menu that gives back to local causes. Wednesday is half off burgers and pints all day long. And on Thursday, don't miss our prime rib dinner carved fresh by our chef. Make your night memorable at Prime and Pint, 105 East 6th Street, Columbia. Prime and Pint Butchery and Public House.
Tonight's Front Porch Sports Network coverage is brought to you by TriStar Elevator, Middle Tennessee's trusted full-service elevator company based right here in Columbia. From maintenance to repairs to modernization and new installations, TriStar Elevator keeps commercial and residential elevators running safely and smoothly. With over 45 years of experience and a commitment to fast, reliable service, they're the hometown team you can count on. TriStar Elevator, raising the standard in elevator care. Call 931-797-0329 or visit TriStarElevatorTN.com.
Welcome back to Lindsey Nelson Stadium, Jim Cartwright Field. I'm Barry Duke, along with Clayton Harris, Dallas Workman, and Maverick Dickinson. And it's halftime score. It's Knoxville Central, the Bobcats 17, Columbia Central Lions 14, and a very interesting first half, Clayton.
Yeah, it has been. And, it's definitely not like last week, which was kind of a track meet. That doesn't mean the second half might not turn into that. We really don't know. But what I saw, Barry, at the beginning of the game, and I was downfield side, Knoxville Central was coming out on offense, and they were lining up. They were getting set, and then they would look over to the sideline and they'd get a play. And to me, what they were doing in that first quarter in particular, they were really shortening the game, taking a lot of time off the clock, trying to, shorten possessions. And then in the second quarter, I think we saw it pick up a little bit, and we saw Columbia's offense pick it up as well. The biggest thing, though, Barry, for me, on the Columbia's piece is defensively, they're going to have to play better in the secondary. They're going to have to put more pressure on the receivers, come up, which means, hey, they're going to probably take some shots down the field, but you're just going to have to live with that. You saw Jamari Brown come in the game defensively in the second quarter. I think you're going to see him back out there in the second half on the defensive side of the ball, and I think you'll see him on the offensive side of the ball. But Columbia will get the ball to start the second half. And I think that opening drive is going to be a telltale of the second half. If Columbia can go down and score and take the lead, how can the defense come out and get a big stop, and how does their offense respond? And does it turn into a track meet, and who has the ball last? And it very well could, but still a lot of football left to be played, and what has been a very, very entertaining first half.
Very much, and a great pass from Daniel Booker Jr. to Jamari Hall. Hall raced down the field, took it to the 3-yard line, and Columbia Central punches it in with a quarterback run by Daniel Booker Jr. Extra point good by Eli Raymer. That was a big score for the Lions with just under 30 seconds left in the first half of play.
Well, I think you saw Columbia, too, come out tonight with a little bit more balance than we saw last week. The very opening play, we saw Daniel Booker when we had the football. He threw a pass to Mason Southall for a completion, which I was joking with somebody. I said, heck, we're already a third of the way through the number of attempts we made last week. So, and then like you mentioned, Jamari playing tight end, runs a little seam route right down the middle of the field. And Daniel puts it right on the money, and Jamari gets it down there inside the 2-yard line, and Daniel's able to finish it. And again, Daniel Booker, we talked about it. 3 plays, 75 yards on that opening or that first drive that they scored on. They went 3 and out or punted on their opening drive, but I'd expect Columbia to settle down. I think, Knoxville Central's kind of settled in after the long drive, and a lot of intensity, a lot of emotion there in that opening half, and it's going to set up well for a good second half, I believe.
We have 2 high-powered quarterbacks in Caden Long, a Mr. Football finalist, and also Daniel Booker Jr., who had an unbelievable game last week. And he's on the year. Caden Long is the quarterback for Knoxville Central. Coming into tonight's game, he had over 1,000 yards rushing and almost 3,000 yards passing. And I don't know, we have to check the Lions archives, but can't remember a quarterback for Columbia Central that had over 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards passing.
Much less almost 3,000 yards passing on top of that. Yeah. I think there's a contrast in play between the grand divisions in this state. I think East Tennessee scores a lot of points, and the way they play is they spread the ball out. They're wide open. You see a lot of empty sets like you saw tonight with Knoxville Central in the first half. They'll have a running back in the backfield. They'll send him in motion and go empty. I think that's just kind of the style of play. Over here, I think there's maybe a little bit more balance, and I think in West Tennessee, I think, again, a lot of the lower divisions, like in AA, they have really good programs over in West Tennessee. We got a Murray County team tonight in Mount Pleasant that's on the road at Milan. I think currently they're down 21-3. But yeah, I mean, it's very interesting. He's got unbelievable stats, and Barry, the thing is, him and Daniel Booker Jr. are both juniors, so this could be the first of maybe 2 matchups between these 2 quarterbacks potentially down the road at some point.
Precisely, exactly. You're right, and of course, 2 quarterbacks, and maybe next year Daniel Booker will be listed as one of the finalists for Mr. Football for Tennessee. Kind of like a slow start this year in his first year playing quarterback full time.
Right.
And so maybe next year he'll be in the running for finalist for Mr. Tennessee football.
It's a good chance you could have both of these quarterbacks here tonight as finalists. And I have a feeling their paths, whether it's in the playoffs next year or maybe in a East and West All-Star game type deal, or even in college, these two are probably their paths are going to probably cross again.
I think after this season, Daniel Booker Jr. has put his name in the hat. He's
Absolutely
getting a lot of recognition, and wisely so. I was impressed last week, Clayton, with the Columbia offensive and defensive line. I knew they had a lot of potential, and sometimes I thought they didn't quite reach that potential, but I thought last week they especially the second half, they dominated the offensive and defensive line, and very proud of the Lions, what they did last week on the offensive defensive line. They played pretty well tonight. They've not dominated yet, but they played pretty well. So that potential is there.
Yeah, absolutely, Barry. That group is a very good physical group. And, they kind of got off, even not necessarily a slow start. So you got to give Knoxville Central some credit, man. You know, they came out, they're prepared. They've scouted Columbia all week, just like Columbia's done the same to them. And, you know, this time last week, we were up at Knoxville Central. They had 21 points in the first half or in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken. So Columbia's obviously slowed them down a little bit, and they've slowed Columbia down, obviously, from what they did last week. But yeah, I think we're going to be in for a really good second half, and it's going to come down to what teams make the adjustments and what teams make the fewest mistakes, and at the end of the day, which team wants to advance and move on. And it looks like the winner will probably more than likely take on Knoxville Halls. They have a lead over Lawrence County. I believe the last I saw it was 21-7. Hopefully we can get you a score on that here momentarily. And we also had a halftime score over in Powell. Powell was leading Lincoln County 30-23. Those games are an hour ahead, so they're probably well into the second half, and hopefully we'll get those scores to you here momentarily.
And, of course, Knoxville Central has 20 seniors, while the Lions only have 4 seniors. And you say, well, what does that matter? It matters a lot, because look at the physical stature of Knoxville Central, especially their offense. That their skill people are so much bigger and more mature than the Lions, who are playing with freshmen, sophomores, and juniors primarily. And the physical maturity is very obvious.
It is noticeable. There's no doubt about it. But that's the one thing about this team that we saw, Barry, when we went down to Tullahoma on Halloween night. They were down 2 touchdowns in the third quarter. They didn't blink an eye. They came back. Steady Eddie was able to come back and win the game. And, I'm sure Shaq Mason's down there in the locker room with them right now. I guarantee you they're going to be fired up when they come back out and play a good second half. And, Barry, we do have a huge update as an upset is brewing in East Tennessee. It is Lincoln County coming back. They lead Powell 36-30 with 3 minutes to go in the ball game.
Oh, wow.
Knoxville Halls in the third quarter currently leads Lawrence County 35-14. And locally here, teams around the area, it is Huntington leading Lewis County 28-10. It's Page 17, Kirkwood 7. And let's see, we have Nolensville leading Henry County 10-7. Milan again leads Mount Pleasant 14-3. And halftime it's South Gibson 28, Spring Hill nothing. So a lot of football left to be played here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium as we are now getting ready to recognize, and Barry, if you want to, we can go down on the field to that, to Coach James Dickinson and his Whitthorne Tigers.
His championship, Whitthorne Tigers won the Murray County Middle School Championship. Coach James Dickinson and the Whitthorne Middle School Tigers, as they come on the field now, being recognized with their purple and gold on. Of course, our own James Dickinson and Maverick Dickinson and Dallas Workman, who is on the broadcast tonight. The Whitthorne Middle School Tigers, that's their second county championship in, 3 years?
Yeah, they've won 2 in 3 years, and could have won 3 out of 3, but they've been incredible over the last 3 years. What Coach Dickinson's done with that program's just been awesome.
Very, very. He does an outstanding job, very dedicated to the players, and does an outstanding job with the Whitthorne Middle School Tigers. Their second county championship in 3 years. as the players being recognized for their championship. Saw a picture of the rings that they're going to get. Got some nice looking rings coming.
They do.
So James Dickinson does an excellent job with the Tigers and his coaching staff.
Our buddy Coach Wes Duncan has just messaged me that Malin is leading 21-3 over Mount Pleasant currently. And it looks like Halls is up 42-14 over Lawrence County.
Now, if Columbia wins tonight, will they remain at home? Or
They will. We will. If Halls wins, we will travel to Halls.
Okay.
Number 51, John Potts. Number 53, Jabez Sharp. Number 54.
So Knoxville Central hoping for a win so they can play at home. They'll be in Knoxville either way.
Absolutely, yeah.
And the Lions will have to hit the road.
Number 58, Bryson Gandy.
Calling out all the players for the Whitthorne Middle School Tigers. He did an outstanding job this year. As Coach James Dickinson and his coaching staff, they do an outstanding job with the Tigers on the season.
Number 72, Dylan Espinal. Number 74,
as the players being called out.
Dan better get used to calling those names.
and number 88,
Got some size out there too. Got some good looking athletes for the Whitthorne Middle School Tigers. You know, that means a lot for junior high players being recognized here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium in front of the home crowd. That does those players a lot of good.
Yeah, but they get to experience this and see what a Friday night playoff game is like here inside of Lindsey Nelson Stadium.
It's halftime. Halftime score. The Bobcats of Knoxville Central High School 17, the Columbia Central Lions 14. We'll take a break and we'll be back right after this timeout.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Is your internet slowing you down? It's time for an upgrade. Whether you're at home, working from your home office, or at your business, it's time to unleash the speed you need with speeds up to 1 gig at CPWS for as low as $70 a month. Give us a call, 931-375-7777. Local service, local support, CPWS.
Hey, this is Trip Stoltz, owner of Columbia Ace Hardware. We are excited to announce that we have completely remodeled our store. We have expanded our selection in many brands including Milwaukee, Steel, and Big Green Egg. We have new inventory arriving daily, so come see the changes for yourself at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard, Columbia, Tennessee.
Your body, mind, and soul. From weight loss support, revitalizing IV therapies, to anti-aging, our services are designed to help you feel renewed, confident, and whole. At Umamua MD, consults with our medical director ensure safe and personalized results. Book today at umamd.com and step forward radiant, restored, and confident.
At CSH, we know the sport of football builds discipline, character, and work ethic, 3 common characteristics of winners. It's a sport where we drowns out me. Leadership is nurtured, and that's why CSH supports all Murray County football teams, and want to say a special thanks and good luck to every player, coach, volunteer, and parent of this year's teams, from youth programs, middle schools, and high schools. We know football builds men that make a difference. Let's go.
Stan McNabb Chevrolet, serving Columbia and the surrounding area since 1980. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is family-owned and does their best to make you feel like you're a part of the family. Commitment to customer service is the highest priority. Whatever your vehicle needs are, from sales to service, Stan McNabb is here to help. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is a dealership that cares about this community. Visit us online and get started today. Stan McNabb Chevrolet, where excellence and community converge.
Hello, my name is Zach Maddox. I'm a proud third-generation owner-operator of Columbia Paint and Wallcover, founded by my grandfather, Ralph Maddox, in 1946. We offer a variety of paint and wallcovering products, but our passion is customer service. We can offer many personalized services and can come out to your house or business if needed. Come visit us at our Columbia location or our new Spring Hill location behind Church of the City, or visit us online at paintcolumbia.com.
And welcome back to Lindsey Nelson Stadium, Jim Cartwright Field. I'm Barry Duke, along with Clayton Harris, along with Dallas Workman and Maverick Dickinson, bringing you Columbia Central High School football action tonight. Brought to you by TriStar Elevator and Northside Medical. Also the Front Porch Network Sports, powered by CPWS Internet. It's halftime score. It's Knoxville Central 17, Columbia Central Lions 14. Very exciting first half, and the second half is going to be even more exciting between Columbia Central and Knoxville Central. Across the way, a lot of folks came from Knoxville. A lot of fans for the Bobcats make this trip to Columbia, Lindsey Nelson Stadium, and make that trip from Knoxville tonight. A lot of Columbia fans here. So it's a big crowd here tonight for the Columbia Central, Knoxville Central football game.
Yeah, it is, and Knoxville Central, man, they traveled well, brought their band with them. I know that wasn't an easy drive, but, yeah, what a nice night for some football here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium.
It is very exciting, and both teams are doing their part. It's a 17-14 game at halftime, and an exciting ball game tonight with a lot on the line. Second round of the TSSA football playoffs, so a lot on the line here tonight. Win or go home, or stay home if you don't win.
That's right, and we're going to figure that out here in the next 24 minutes. And, yeah, just a few more minutes before we get things going. I tell you, Barry, this just, between us, I think Columbia is playing with house money. I think, winning the region this year, and you saw the way they played last week. But I tell you, I think to a degree that kind of helps them right here, because pressure's not on them. Pressure's not on them at all. I mean, like we mentioned, they got 4 seniors. This team's going to be back. You're going to lose Brown Whitehead and Tiny on the offensive line. You're going to lose Richard Powers in the secondary. But other than that, everybody's going to be back, and then you're going to have those 8th graders we just saw from Whitthorne coming over here, and it's it's going to be a good year over the next couple of years, and the future looks bright. But I'm telling you, I just got to believe that these group of guys are going to put up a fight here in the second half, and I think it's going to be one heck of a football game. And both of these teams are really good, and I can see both of these teams going next couple of rounds. The winner of this game. So.
And you got both Jamaris back, Jamari Brown and Jamari Hall, who's been banged up a little bit this year. Both of them playing tonight.
The sophomore duo, absolutely. And Jamari Hall, he's a kid that's already got offers from places like Tulane and others. And Jamari Brown, who's just an electric playmaker anytime he touches the football. So getting those guys back has been huge, especially on the defensive side with Jamari Brown and Jamari Hall.
Without a doubt. 17-14 is the score. Knoxville Central on top of Columbia Central by the score of 17-14 at halftime. As we get ready for the second half coming up in just a minute, should be an exciting second half between Columbia Central and Knoxville Central. 17-14, Knoxville Central at halftime. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back with more right after this timeout.
Columbia Power and Water Systems is dedicated to bringing our customers reliable local service. Whether you're turning on a light switch, your faucet, or streaming on TV, our dedicated team members from here in Murray County work every day to keep you on. If you need us, call us 931-388-4833 or visit cpws.com. CPWS, local service, local support. Columbia Power and Water Systems is dedicated to bringing our customers reliable local service.
Tonight's Front Porch Sports Network coverage is brought to you by TriStar Elevator, Middle Tennessee's trusted full-service elevator company based right here in Columbia. From maintenance to repairs to modernization and new installations, TriStar Elevator keeps commercial and residential elevators running safely and smoothly. With over 45 years of experience and a commitment to fast, reliable service, they're the hometown team you can count on. TriStar Elevator, raising the standard in elevator care. Call 931-797-0329 or visit TriStarElevatorTN.com.
Welcome back to Lindsey Nelson Stadium. I'm Barry Duke. Joining us once again is Maverick Dickinson and Dallas Workman. Want to thank Clayton Harris for his halftime comments. And it's halftime. It's Knoxville Central 17, Columbia Central Lions 14. Columbia will get the football first to start the second half tonight, guys.
Got to get a good drive started here. Let's take this lead back here. Still some momentum. Get it back on our side.
Once again, congratulations to the Whitthorne Middle School Tigers, Coach James Dickinson, and you guys, assistant coaches for Coach Dickinson, and got their recognition at halftime, winning their second county championship in 3 years. So congratulations to the Whitthorne Middle School Tigers.
I was about to say, did y'all get it on camera? But I see Kenneth Hughes commented, champs. That's right, Kenneth. We're champs, baby, because of you.
Back deep for Columbia. Honey Badger. Kick goes to Columbia's Brown. Jamari Brown gets it across the 20. Knocked down at about the 23-yard line. Jamari Brown. So Columbia will have the football first and 10 at their own 35-yard line to get the second half underway. 17-14. Lions trail by 3. Whitehead up front, along with Castile, Bishop, O'Neal, and Hatton. Daniel Booker Jr., quarterback. Twin receivers actually trips to the right side, to the left side. Single receiver to the right side. Now a man in motion. Brown, Jamari. Screen pass Brown. Brown hit behind the line of scrimmage, and they lose about 5 yards on the play.
Didn't get a good block right there from Tiny.
The timing was a little off.
A little off.
They lose about 4 yards on the play.
Just kind of ran into each other right there.
Ball back to the 19. Brings up second down. And 14. Booker, your quarterback. Hand off to the back. Booker with the keeper. Booker crosses to 25, the 30, the 35. The
He's
40,
got room there.
Great block by Jamari.
40 to the 30. Run down from behind at about the inside the 20-yard line.
Great run by Booker.
Daniel Booker Jr. off to the races. Nice run that time, Booker. Nice play action, too. As looked like Knoxville Central bid on the play a little bit, and Booker takes it right up the middle and picks up a big, big gain for the Lions. Booker's going to wind up with, they backed him up. I didn't see a flag.
Neither. But that line judge in the bottom, he is standing right there.
Move the ball back to the 20 now. Handoff. Honey Badger fights his way across the 20 for a couple of yards on the play. Flag goes down. Flag down.
We got face masks. That's what Brown's signaling down there.
If it is, it's going to be half the distance.
Let's see what this white hat says here.
Face mask against Knoxville Central.
Against the Bobcats.
Half the distance. Zane Nash comes in at tailback. Honey Badger comes out.
Exactly what Columbia Central needed. They'll take any free yards they can get.
Ball at the 13. Hand off Booker. Booker with the keeper. Booker fights his way across the 10. Gonna mark him close. They're going to mark him at the 10. Mark him at the 10-yard line. Going to be second and short.
Yeah, 2nd and 1.
Whistle stop action.
Jones and Lang, timeout.
Timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here, guys. Tonight's game brought to you by TriStar Elevator and Northside Medical.
Official timeout.
Front Porch Network Sports, powered by CPWS Internet. Lions knocking on the door to get the lead. Looks like Knoxville Central had an injured player, but a timeout was called.
Who called the timeout, Knoxville or Central?
Just injury timeout.
Oh, injury timeout?
Yeah, he's cramping up down there.
Spot the football at the 10-yard line.
Chris Binkley.
Second and 1 for the Lions.
What are you doing, Coach? Miss you.
2nd and 1. Lions. Booker, your quarterback. Nash in the backfield. Booker follows Nash in the hole. Close. Depends on the marking to see if they got the first down.
He's right there at it. That line judge on the far side.
Third down, a yard.
I'm going to say short. Going to bring up 3rd down and very short. (17-14). Knoxville Central on top. Lions knocking on the door. Honey Badger comes into the game. Hassan Ball. Did somebody come out?
3rd and very short.
Handoff. Quarterback keeper trying to turn the corner.
Touchdown.
At the 5 into the end zone. Touchdown, Columbia. Daniel Booker Jr. takes it to the house. Off tackle on the left side. Takes it in for the touchdown. And the Lions go on top. 20-17 with the extra point up and coming.
And make no mistake who he's going to follow right there. He's going to follow Tiny's down block and just trying to get outside.
Great block up front that
Calls
time.
his own number.
Richard powers the hole. Eli Raymer to attempt the point after for Columbia. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. And the score with 8:57 left in the 3rd quarter, Columbia Central Lions 21, Knoxville Central 17. Back right after this timeout.
Bobcats 17.
Hey, this is Trip Stoltz, owner of Columbia Ace Hardware. We are excited to announce that we have completely remodeled our store. We have expanded our selection in many brands including Milwaukee, Steel, and Big Green Egg. We have new inventory arriving daily, so come see the changes for yourself at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard, Columbia, Tennessee.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back to Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Lions on top 21-17 as Columbia prepares to kick off to the Bobcats.
Badgett gets their first lead of the game, Barry.
Badgett. Back deep. Grounder touched by, now picked up by Knoxville Central. Races away the 20, the 25, the 30, up to the 40-yard line and knocked out of bounds at that point. And a flag flies late.
Another flag coming in.
Flag flies late.
I believe that was Lee Holloway on the tackle right there. Lee Holloway dropped his shoulder.
Badgett. I'll tell you what, change the subject slightly. Breeze homemade ice cream. Tried the cookies and cream tonight.
Okay.
And I thought the homemade vanilla was good. I thought the banana was good. But that cookies and cream is off the chart.
It's off the chart.
It's unbelievable.
I'm coming down there next.
Breeze
coming down there
homemade
next
ice cream.
time.
If you hadn't had some, you need to get some. It's good. Keeps me going. Energizes me. Penalty goes against Columbia. They spot the football in Columbia territory at about the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Bobcats. Quarterback is Caden Long, Mr. Football finalist. Almost 3,000 yards passing and over 1,000 yards rushing for the season. Quarterback keeper rolls outside, hit
Nice.
for a very short gain, and gain tackled by 90% of the Lions on the field. Lions with the tackle on the bottom of the pile for Columbia is the freshman Tyson Dotson.
And Isaiah Bishop really kind of started all that, got to the backfield and kind of created that commotion right there.
And for ones that don't know, Tyson Dotson's brother plays in the NFL. And he's just a puppy right now as a freshman, but he is tough. Caden Long is the quarterback for the Bobcats. Empty backfield, trips to the left side, twins to the right side, pass across the middle, broken up Columbia. Hassan Honey Badger Ball with the breakup for Columbia.
Nice play.
Hassan Ball with the breakup for the Lions. Honey Badger.
Hassan's still looking for his first pick of the season.
Got another player for Knoxville Central down over there.
Jamari Brown is fired up tonight. Ball spotted at the 47-yard line. Brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Bobcats. Knoxville Central with the player down. We'll be picking the Prime and Pint Columbia Central High School Player of the Game when the game's over tonight. Lions on top right now, 21-17 over the Bobcats of Knoxville Central High School.
Columbia Central wanted to get into the second round, and this is how the second round goes. Games are tight. It's going to come down to the very last portion of this game. Who wants it more?
Lions, like I said, like Clayton and I were talking at halftime, that Knoxville Central is 20 seniors, and a lot of their skill players are upperclassmen, juniors and seniors, and they have that little bit more physical maturity. But the young Lions, you know, sophomores, a couple of freshmen and sophomores and juniors, hoping to reach that physical maturity in the next couple of years.
Oh, their strength and conditioning coach will get them there. Coach Nutt, he'll do it.
Oh, in a heartbeat.
He's already got their workout program built for next year. So.
And you can see the big difference compared to the start of last season compared to this season, how much these guys have kind of looked bigger and kind of performed more than what we had originally thought.
And with a year or two more maturity, they'll grow into that strength program too. They'll get some height and weight.
And having this up under their belt as, hey, we made it the second round. We were sophomores, we were freshmen, juniors, whatever it may be. That also plays a factor into it.
Give them something to build on, certainly will. 3rd down and 10 for the Bobcats. Columbia crowd comes to life. And the officials stop play again. Ball spotted at the Columbia 47-yard line, 3rd down and 10. And the officials are conferring again. Caden Long is the quarterback for the Bobcats of Knoxville Central. Mr. Football finalist with over 1,000 yards rushing and almost 3,000 yards passing. He has the 3,000 yards passing in this game tonight, totally.
That's impressive.
It is very
impressive.
impressive.
Career or just this year?
just this year.
Wow.
That's why he's a finalist for Mr. Football. He's outstanding. We saw one last week. Haywood, and another finalist here tonight for Knoxville Central.
Big third down play.
Quarterback in the pocket. Pass is complete. And
He
drops it wide open. The wide receiver wide open, drops it on the sideline, incomplete. And they're looking at a 4th down.
And I believe they're going to go for it, Barry.
4th and 10.
No way. There we go.
No, yeah, they're going to send the punt in here.
They're going to send the punting team in. Back deep for Columbia.
This next offensive drive here is the one that can really take the wind out of their sails.
Yes.
Jamari Brown back deep for Columbia for the Lions.
I'm hoping that this kicker kicks it to Jamari.
High kick hanging. Brown's going to let it go, and ball dies at about the 2-yard line. Great kick that time by the punter. Goes down to the 2. And a great kick that time by Knoxville Central. Like his Grayson Gorley. Hadn't seen him tonight.
No, I've seen him in sweats here.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he's playing tonight.
Who are we talking about?
Cam Bridges.
He is out.
Yeah, I've seen him in sweats tonight on the sidelines.
I think he's still battling the lower body injury as well.
Columbia 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line. And
there you go.
Fighting up to the
breathing room.
That's Booker on the keeper, fights his way up to the 5-yard line.
Just get a little bit more breathing room.
3-yard pickup.
But as you mentioned, Dallas, very, very important drive here for Columbia Central to really take the wind out of their sails.
I'll be starting from the 2. It'll be a 98-yard drive if they can punch it in for Columbia.
And take the whole rest of this third quarter here.
Booker, your quarterback. Hand off to the back. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Still fighting. Helmets fly off. Gets it across the line of scrimmage. Maybe a half-yard gain by the Honey Badger. Somebody's helmet went flying. That was a helmet for the Bobcats. Carrying the ball that time, Hassan Ball, the Honey Badger. That's about a half-yard on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 7. They give him a yard on the play.
Trainer Fett. Shout out Trainer Fett.
White comes out. Jamari Brown comes out. I check that Honey Badger comes out. Brown, the wide receiver to the right side. Bridges, wide receiver to the left side. Check that Powers. Quarterback keeper Booker hit, still fighting. Breaks a tackle, still fighting. Close to the first down.
I think we're going to get called for a holding.
Close to the first down, still fighting. The whistles that are delayed by the officials, both teams, they get stood up, and it could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing.
Got a lion down.
As a Columbia player down.
Is that Booker?
That is Booker. Booker limps off, trying to get to the sideline. Now he's trying to stay in the game.
He's saying, keep going. Keep rolling with me.
Booker's shaking up on the play. Let's see what the penalty is.
Holding.
Against Columbia. Holding. Marking half the distance. Got to bring up 3rd and extremely long for the Lions near the goal line.
Long line.
See where they spot the football.
Hey, it looks like at the
about the 1-yard line.
I think it's out on the 3.
Yeah, I see it. It's out on the 3.
Yeah, it's out on the 3.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, at the 3. That player.
At the 3. Columbia looking at 3rd down and 9 from the 3. Send King in motion to the left side. White in motion to the left side. Booker.
6 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to burn a timeout.
And they do. They call a timeout. 5 minutes, 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Timeout on the field. Columbia 21, Knoxville Central 17. We'll be back right after this timeout.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
5 minutes and 49 seconds remain in the third quarter. Lions leading 21-17 over Knoxville Central High School. Nice broadcast brought to you by TriStar Elevator and Northside Medical.
Barry, I think we're going to take a deep shot here.
Columbia with the backs, the goal line. Booker trots back in. Play clock down to 12. Booker standing in his end zone with Hassan Honey Badger. Booker wants a quick pick. Now hands off to the back. Fights his way back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard on the play, and that's it. So Raymer will be kicking, standing at his own end zone. So Columbia will need a great snap and great protection for Eli Raymer, as he'll be punting deep in his own end zone. So he'll need a good snap and get off a good kick.
Yes. He's heels on the back line back there.
I'm glad he took a step forward because he was actually standing out of bounds.
Yeah.
When he first went down there, I was like, eh.
Deep in the end zone, gets a good snap, gets a good kickoff, high kick, taken by the up back at the 35, and fights his way to about the 26-yard line.
Not the field position you wanted to have them in right here. Columbia Central's defense is going to be forced again to bend, don't break right here.
But if you're standing in the back of the end zone and punting the ball, it's just good to get it off and keep them out as far as possible. They spot him at the 27-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bobcats of Knoxville Central. Now I see Cam Bridges walking the sideline. You're right, with a sweatshirt on. Said he had thumb surgery.
Yeah, thumb surgery last Friday.
Oh, wow. Bridges being missed tonight. He's an excellent player for the Lions. Cam Bridges. Caden Long, hands play action. Pass to the back, gets it to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Into the end zone is Torrin McAfee. McAfee, play action, pitch and catch, touchdown, Bobcats. That time, play was executed well for the Bobcats.
It's about the third time they've ran that play, Barry. Did a good job the first 2 times, and that play just kind of let him get away from it.
Caden Long. Pass to Torrin McAfee for the touchdown. Bobcats with the point after attempt. Devon Cole, snap is up, kick is barely going through the goal post, but it does. Extra point is good. And the score with 4:49 left in the third quarter. Knoxville Central Bobcats 27, Columbia Central Lions 21. Back right after this timeout.
We at Holland's Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Holland's Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
Welcome back to Lindsey Nelson Stadium, Jim Cartwright Field, second round of the TSSAA High School Football Playoffs. Knoxville Central takes the lead 24-21 over Columbia. Back deep for the Lions. Brown and Ball. Jamari Brown and Hassan Honey Badger Ball. Kick, sailing high, goes into the end zone for the touchback. And Brown wanted to bring that out so bad. Kicked it in the end zone. Brown didn't have an opportunity to bring it out. So Columbia will have the football, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Got a little bit more breathing room right there, guys.
Yeah. It's always nice not to have that shadow of the goalpost on your back.
1st and 10 Lions at their own 20-yard line. Daniel Booker Jr. is your quarterback. Got Brown, wide receiver Jamari Brown, tight to the right side, twin to the left side. Twin
7
receivers.
on the clock.
Play clock running down to 3. Columbia has to hurry, and they're not going to get it off. Going to cost them 5.
They call a timeout again?
They got a timeout.
It's 2 timeouts early in the second half? Don't like that.
Timeout. Front Porch Network Sports, powered by CPWS Internet. Also TriStar Elevator and Northside Medical tonight. 4:48 remaining in the third quarter. Lions trail 24-21. The Lions, except for that standing in the goal line, standing in the end zone, have been moving the football pretty well tonight. They shot themselves in the foot that time, but they've been moving the football pretty well. Looking at 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Had to call a timeout with the play clock running down. Columbia in tight. Jamari Brown on the outside. Daniel Booker Jr., your quarterback.
They got the constant train horns going all night. Columbia Central's on offense here.
Yeah. Having trouble setting the clock. They put 4:49 back on the clock.
There we go.
1st and 10 Lions at their own 20-yard line. Booker, Brown in motion. Handoff Brown trying to turn the corner. Brown fights his way to about the 28-yard line.
It's a great pickup of 9-8 right there.
I don't know why I thought a flag flew, but evidently not.
Got a little PTSD going on.
Yeah, I guess so. They've been throwing the flag so much tonight. Nice pickup that time. Brown gets it to the 29-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and a long 1 for Columbia. Lions moving the football. Brown in motion again. Quarterback Booker rolls out.
Got a guy.
Play action. Got a man open. Diving
That's
catch.
That's a catch.
Diving catch by Columbia's King.
Dallas King right there.
Dallas King with the catch, the diving catch in the good hands that time.
It's a great way to get down the field right there.
King, 5'10", 175.
See the whole defense, linebackers and all really bite to that. They think Booker's going to keep it. Dallas King streaks open there from the side.
They say sliding, diving catch for Columbia for the first down, 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line of Columbia. Everybody looking at their wristbands to see what play is called. Honey Badger in the backfield. Booker sends Brown in motion. Handoff Brown. Gets a block on the corner. And turns the corner, but a flag is down. Several flags are down. Multiple flags on the play.
Let's see if we can see anything here in the replay.
Maybe one for offense and one for defense.
Oh, we got a holding on Whiteside.
Is there a competition for who can throw the most flags tonight?
It appears to be. See who can stretch the game out the longest.
Let's see here. Watch Whiteside here. He's about right in here. Top of your screen. He just grabs him and pulls him down.
I got another player hurt. Oh, no, he's walking off.
A player limping for Knoxville Central.
There's 2 holes
Dante
against the Lions on that play.
Kibayu limps off the field.
So what they call offsetting penalties?
No, it was 2 holdings on Central.
Oh, 2 holdings.
Yes, you had the one on Whitehead, and then I don't know where the other one was.
Marching off against Columbia, 10-yard penalty. Going to bring it back to the Columbia 30-yard line. Going to bring up first down and 20 for the Lions. End around to Brown. Brown turns the corner.
It worked this time.
Brown picks up substantial yards on the play on the end around. Jamari Brown has a lot of quickness as he turns the corner and pick up some of that penalty yardage. Pick up a 13 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and about 7 for Columbia. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. 2nd down, 7 Columbia. Booker. Keeper rolls out the pass, looking downfield. Tries to turn the corner, gets close to the first down, depends on the marking.
Hey, he just had a shot right there. They just threw a punch. They just threw a punch on Hall right there.
And they do throw a flag late. Booker got the first down.
Yeah, they threw a punch on Jamari Brown right here, number 5. Yeah.
Looking at the replay.
Watch Brown right here. Dude, throws a punch right there.
Sure did. Too bad the officials don't have replay. They could.
You mark them off.
Should be.
Got enough for the first down, and the penalty should add to that. Great run that time by Daniel Booker Jr. They're going to march it off.
I'm not sure what the confusion is here. Number 3 is ejected.
Took a shot for the face mask.
Number 3 is gone.
They kick out Badgett, Javiston Badgett, one of their best players.
What was he playing, quarterback?
He's playing wide receiver and defensive back.
I might take a shot here on 17 with Jamari Brown right here.
Right out the
I might take a shot right out the gate.
Try to take the lid off this thing.
Badgett is one of their best players, offensively and defensively.
Yeah, I would. Someone phone down there. Tell them to take the shot.
They're right to the left of us. Hey, you got it.
1st and 10, Columbia.
That's what they're.
At the 44, Booker runs, fights his way to the 29.
Yeah, I'm calling that.
And the 17's walking with kind of a limp.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got to attack it.
17's walking with a huge limp right here. No, there's 17 on Hall.
2:45.
Jamari Brown.
2:45 remaining in the third quarter. Lions knocking on the door, looking at 2nd down and 5 from the 30-yard line. Booker back in the pocket to pass. Booker under pressure, rolls out, passes, intercepted.
Oh my goodness.
Intercepted by.
We got a flag up top up here. Might be a pass interference.
Intercepted by Knoxville Central, but there's a flag down.
Because the way that DB for Knoxville Central is acting.
Brayton Starnes with the interception, but there's a penalty flag.
J.J. Smith for Knoxville Central is not happy out there.
2:28 remaining in the third quarter. 24-21. Knoxville Central on top. Personal foul. Holding against the Bobcats of Knoxville Central. Tack on 10 more yards and a first down for Columbia. Spot the football at the 20-yard line. First and 10 Lions at the 20-yard line.
Caught a break right there.
Booker, handoff, back. Hit at the line of scrimmage, fights across the 20 to the 15-yard line. Hassan Honey Badger ball.
And that flag was called before that pick was even happened. That's why Columbia Central was able to
Nullifies
the ball.
The pick. Columbia's doing a much better job in the second half up front.
Got a bunch of sorry people here in the chat complaining.
Handoff Badger, Honey Badger, ball. Short gain on the play. Complaining about the penalty?
Yeah, they're just complaining. They're not happy. I think that might be from Knoxville Central. They're very.
Clock running, minute 35 remaining in the third quarter. Columbia twin receivers to the right side, single receiver wide to the left side. Richard Powers. Booker's your quarterback, Honey Badger tailback. Booker with the keeper. Booker looking for a block. Booker at the 15, finds his way to the 10, knocked down at about the 8-yard line. Daniel Booker Jr.
Got the first.
First and goal, Columbia. Great block up front that time by several Lions. Dallas King leading the way that time. Booker with the first down carry from his quarterback position. First and goal, Lions at about the 9-yard line. Handoff, Zane
Touchdown.
Nash.
Oh!
Nash crossed the 5, tripped up at the 3, and goes down at about the 3-yard line. Zane Nash, 5'10", 220, tailback.
I agree, Chandler.
And a timeout on the field. Injury timeout. We'll keep it right here, guys. 49 seconds left in the third quarter. And a big play here for the Lions. Second and goal from the 3.
49 seconds.
Lions moving the football well, Dallas.
Oh, yeah. The second half, that offensive line has woken up. And like I said, I think that first half, they kind of just took it off a little bit. The second half, they've come out and they're putting their foot down, moving some people on the defensive line.
A shaken up player. A shaken up player by the Bobcats, Knoxville Central. Meanders off the field, shaken up on the play. Columbia's looking at second and goal from the 3. Seeing Nash in the backfield, handoff Nash. Nash turns the corner, goes into the end zone for the touchdown, and flag fly. There's a penalty flag down. Nash goes into the end zone untouched, but the flag goes down.
I believe we're going to get a hold.
Holding Columbia.
Holding against the Lions.
Going to be penalized. Going to take a.
Someone said live bet, Central money line.
38 seconds left. They're going to bring the ball out to the 13-yard line. Second and goal from the 13. Nash in the backfield with Booker. Booker, your quarterback. Play action. Rolls around under pressure, turns the corner.
Makes a move.
Still fighting. Into the end zone. Touchdown.
Wow, Booker.
Touchdown, Booker. Well, maybe
No,
not.
they're called short at the 1 yard line.
That was a
Unless he stepped out. They're standing at about the 3,
yeah.
about the 5. Unless he stepped out, he went into the end zone for the score. Evidently, he stepped out.
Columbia Central line back up
Line
quick.
up quick. Hand off Nash. Nash hits, spins, maybe a yard out of it.
It's going to bring up 4th down, though, Barry.
4th and goal.
They were in the backfield there before Booker even had a chance to hand that ball off.
4th and goal from the 2. 12 seconds left in the third quarter.
Huge play right here.
Knoxville leading 24-21. Columbia's knocking on the door. Columbia's going to let the clock run out. That's the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3, the score. Knoxville Central Bobcats 24, Columbia Central Lions 21. We'll be back right after this timeout.
Do you wanna be a bad man? Yes, you do. Do you wanna taste sweet salvation underneath the summer moon? Do you need another hand now? Yes, you do. Go see Miss Josie down on Columbus Avenue. All right, Columbus Avenue.
As we get ready to start the fourth quarter, the score, Knoxville Central 24, Columbia Central 21. I'm Barry Duke, along with Maverick Dickinson and Dallas Workman, bringing you Columbia Central High School football action tonight from Lindsey Nelson Stadium. And the fourth quarter should be really special. Columbia looking at...
Big play, Barry. Big play. 4th down.
4th and goal from the 3 for Columbia. Got Jamari Brown wide to the right side. Send in Nash coming in late. Coming out is Honey Badger. Play clock down to 18. Fourth and goal from the 3. Brown in motion to the left side. Booker rolling out. Booker at the 5, at the 4.
Touchdown. He's in there.
Touchdown. Touchdown. Daniel Booker punches it in the end zone for the go-ahead score for the Lions. Columbia with a touchdown. 27-24 with the extra point up and coming. Daniel Booker Jr. knifes his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Eli Raymer will attempt the point after for the Lions. Richard Powers will be holding. Snap is down, kick is up, sailing good. And the score, the Columbia Central Lions 28, the Bobcats of Knoxville Central 24. 28-24 Columbia. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Stan McNabb Chevrolet, serving Columbia and the surrounding area since 1980. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is family-owned and does their best to make you feel like you're a part of the family. Commitment to customer service is the highest priority. Whatever your vehicle needs are, from sales to service, Stan McNabb is here to help. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is a dealership that cares about this community. Visit us online and get started today. Stan McNabb Chevrolet, where excellence and community converge.
11 minutes, 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lions on top, 28-24 over the Bobcats. Columbia kicking off. Raymer kick. Bounded at the 4. To the 10, the 15, the 20. And spins his way to about the 28-yard line.
Dallas King on the tackle right there.
Torin McAfee. Columbia with a player down. Whitehead is down. Brian Whitehead went down at the 26-yard line.
Got rolled up on there right there at the end. I think it might be his shoulder, his hand.
Looking at the replay.
I think he's at the top of the screen here.
Torin McAfee.
About right there. That's where it happens. I wish we could draw on here.
Brian Whitehead down for the Lions. Columbia leading by the score of 28-24 over Knoxville Central.
Hey, only one in. Hey, get everybody else out, man. It's not hard.
With 11:45 remaining in the ball game.
What's wrong with him? Did he get hit in the nuts or did he actually hurt him?
Whitehead gets up, shaking his hand. Ryan Whitehead walks off the field under his own power, shaking his left hand. 28-24, 4-point game. Lions on top. Whitehead comes off in his own power.
Said it was it was just Whitehead's finger. So shake it off, be all right.
Lions on the defensive. They spot the football at the 28-yard line. Oh, the Bobcats. Caden Long's your quarterback. Long in the pocket to pass across the middle. Deflected by Columbia defenders.
Who got a hand on that one? Was it Tiny?
Tiny is 6'5", 310. And Luke O'Neal is 6'6", 305 up front. Isaiah Bishop and Luke O'Neal, a lot of size up front. Long rolls out right side, looking downfield. And fights his way to the 35, and they're going to mark him at about the 36-yard line. Long.
Lee Holloway just a little shaken up there.
Nice tackle, though.
Big-time tackle, Lee Holloway.
He had to kind of wake up, say, okay, I'm still playing.
Trips left and right side receivers. Actually, twin receivers to the left, twin receivers to the right. Tight end to the right side. 3rd down and 1. Quarterback keeper got the first down. Get it to the just across the 40-yard line. Up to about the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. First and 10, Knoxville Central Bobcats at their own 41-yard line. Columbia leading 28-24. Caden Long, your quarterback, sends Harris in motion to the left side. Quarterback runs, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and knocked down.
Nice tackle.
Hassan Ball.
Hassan Honey Badger Ball with a hit for Columbia. As Long is very deceptively quick and fast, and Ball comes up with the tackle for Columbia. Honey Badger.
Great pursuit right there by Honey Badger. He came from the other side of the hash marks.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Bobcats. Twin receivers to the right side. Twin receivers wide to the left side. Caden Long, your quarterback, in the shotgun. Back in the pocket to pass, got some pressure, rolls out to the right side. Tries to turn the corner and runs over. Oh, wow. Runs over somebody on the sideline.
Oh, my goodness.
And that doesn't look. It's
that was, yeah, Coach Fish.
We're going to take a timeout, injury timeout here. 9:49 left in the game. Somebody got run over on the sideline. We'll take a break. Columbia 28, Bobcats 24. We'll be back right after this injury timeout.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
We all live very busy lives. Sometimes we just need a break. Wouldn't it be nice to have an extra pair of hands to help out? Let me introduce you to New Dawn Cleaning Service. No job is too big or too small because they do it all, from residential to commercial. They offer standard cleaning, construction cleaning, carpet shampooing, and window cleaning. Whether you are looking for a one-time service or regular scheduled cleaning plan, New Dawn is ready to help. With years of experience, you can relax, kick back, and call New Dawn Cleaning Service at 615-977-6901.
The Way Realty is helping to empower buyers and sellers to accomplish their real estate goals. Currently, we have sellers offering buy-down rates to 4.875% fixed-rate financing on selected homes through approved lenders. If you want to buy or sell your home faster, let us show you the many services we offer to help you get the most out of your real estate transaction. Schedule your listing or showing appointment today by going to thewayrealty.com or calling us at 931-580-4669. And remember, Jesus Christ changes lives. I know because He changed mine.
Hey, this is Trip Stoltz, owner of Columbia Ace Hardware. We are excited to announce that we have completely remodeled our store. We have expanded our selection in many brands including Milwaukee, Steel, and Big Green Egg. We have new inventory arriving daily, so come see the changes for yourself at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard, Columbia, Tennessee.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
At Umamua MD, Spring Hill's newest physician-led med spa, it's about restoring balance to your body, mind, and soul. From weight loss support, revitalizing IV therapies, to anti-aging, our services are designed to help you feel renewed, confident, and whole. At Umamua MD, consults with our medical director ensure safe and personalized results. Book today at umamd.com and step forward radiant, restored, and confident.
You're listening to Columbia Central High School football action on the Front Porch Network Sports, powered by CPWS Internet, also the TriStar Elevator, and the Northside Medical Center. Columbia personnel hit on the sideline is up after a few scary moments, and he's walking off with a little help. Nine minutes and 49 seconds remain in the ball game. Columbia 28, Knoxville Central 24. Knoxville Central with it. Ball snap goes between his legs. Quarterback is going to be sacked.
Yes, sir.
Back at the 45-yard line. Low snap, and Caden Long is sacked back at the 45. And Hall on the hit. Jamari Hall with the sack of the quarterback and a big loss on the play. Jamari Hall, middle linebacker for the Lions.
Second 20.
Brings up second down 20 for the Bobcats. Man in motion to the left side. Back to Columbia, puts pressure on it, passes, broken up Columbia. Hassan Ball with the breakup that time, had a man streaking across the middle. Hassan Honey Badger Ball.
Honey Badger is working on that interception.
Broke it up.
He's getting closer and closer. He's setting this quarterback up here. 3rd and 20, Barry.
3rd down and 20. Lions playing inspired football on defense. Big play here, 3rd down 20 for the Bobcats. Caden Long, quarterback. Columbia with 3 safeties. Long back in the pocket to pass, pressure. Gets it to the receiver, juggles it, and still fighting and knocked out of bounds. And they throw a flag. They never blew the play dead, and they throw a flag.
Honey Badger comes all the way from the hash to make that play. Oh, my goodness.
But the whistle never blew. If they call a late hit, the whistle never blew.
I'm seeing some face mask signals down there, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I know the whistle never blew. And no, we don't know where the officials are from.
People on the chat sure think they're here at Central.
It's not. It's not.
It shows I don't know how this works.
Face mask makes it 4th down and 2. You're right on that, Dallas. You're right on the mark there. 4th down and 2. For the Bobcats of Knoxville Central. With 9 minutes and 5 seconds left in the game. Big play here for the Columbia defense. Caden Long is your quarterback. 4th and 2.
Chain marker says 3rd down over there.
Should be 4th and 2. Quarterback keeper gets the 1st down. Caden Long, quarterback keeper, gets the 1st down just barely. Had to get it to the 35. And he got it to the okay, they're going to mark him, give him a good spot, 37. Actually, the 32. Mark him at the 33, 1st and 10, Bobcats. Quarterback in the pocket. Pocket collapse. Quarterback comes out of there. Sidearmed it to the receiver. Incomplete. It's complete.
Incomplete.
They complete it to Kalen Chesney. I asked if Kalen Chesney was kin to Kenny Chesney.
Kenny Chesney, yeah, no relation.
They told me no. 2nd down and 4 for the Bobcats. Caden Long is the quarterback. Hand off to the up back. Fights his way forward, close to the 20-yard line. Jayden Harris with the carry.
Isaiah Bishop on the tackle.
Brings up
Isaiah
1st
Bishop
down.
Gets off 2 blocks right there.
1st and 10, Bobcats. At the Lion 27-yard line. 7 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the ball game. Quarterback changing the play, directing traffic. Sends McAfee to the right side. Now McAfee goes in motion to the left side. Quarterback keeper fights his way close to the 20-yard line. 7 minutes left in the game. 28-24, Lions on top. Knoxville Central Bobcats on the move. Second down, 7 from the 20. Quarterback rolls out to the right side. Pass complete for a short gain.
Pushed
to
out of bounds.
Taylor.
Honey Badger's right there, came over there and pushed him out of bounds. Honey Badger's all over the field right now.
He is.
I mean, he's running the ball. He's in on just about every single tackle we've had tonight.
Pick up a 5 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Bobcats. Knocking on the door. Spot the football at the Columbia 15-yard line. Caden Long is your quarterback. Tailback is Harris. Wide receiver wide to the left side. Twin receivers to the right. Tight end to the left. Harris in motion. Quarterback in the pocket. Rolling out under pressure.
Holding.
And hit, spins out of it. Cuts it back inside. Spinning.
Let's go.
And knocks him down. Oh, he's still up. Makes a completion. And the wide receiver, the tailback, Harris, drops the ball. What? Houdini on the play.
Wow.
Man.
See if we can catch any of that on replay. Great moves by the quarterback.
That was amazing. Caden Long.
I thought he was stopped there at the end.
Thought he was stopped 3 times. Got open, hit the wide open wide receiver, and the wide receiver drops the football.
Great footwork right there by the quarterback.
Big time spinning.
He did not want to go down, even when Big Tiny got his hands wrapped around him.
Wow.
That's why he's got 3,000 yards, Barry.
Exactly. 4th down and 2. Outstanding play by Caden Long. Big play here. This is pretty much your ball game here. 4th and 2 for Knoxville Central. Caden Long is your quarterback. Trips to the left side. Twin receivers to the right side. Caden, pump fake, trying to turn the corner. You got the 1st down and more. Close to the 10-yard line.
Slick little move right there.
It was. We've seen 2 great quarterbacks here tonight. Columbia's Daniel Booker Jr. and Caden Long for Knoxville Central. Clock running down, 6 minutes left in the game. 1st and goal for the Bobcats at the 9-yard line.
Clock's ticking.
Clock under 6 minutes. Caden Long is your quarterback. Tight end goes in motion. Hand off to the back. Harris. Harris turns the corners at the 10, the 5, fights his way into the end zone. Did he score?
Yep, touchdown.
Touchdown, Knoxville Central. Jaden Harris takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. Columbia with a man shaken up. Columbia with a man down. Unable to get up. 5 minutes, 38 seconds left in the ball game. Knoxville Central Bobcats score. Columbia with a man down. We'll take an injury timeout. Well, he's walking off. He's walking off. Zane Nash, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Shaking up on the play, coming off on his own power. 5:38 remaining in the ball game. Knoxville Central takes the lead. Now attempting the point after to give them a 3-point lead. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. And the score, it's Knoxville Central 31, Columbia Central 28. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
Welcome back to Lindsey Nelson Stadium at Murray County Park in Columbia, Tennessee. Jim Cartwright Field. The Bobcats of Knoxville Central takes the lead 31-28 over Columbia with 5 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back deep for Columbia, Hassan Ball and Jamari Brown. Kick. Taken at the 1. Up to the 10, the 15, cuts inside and knocked down at about the 15-yard line, Jamari Brown. So Columbia will have the football 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Tyshawn Dotson checking into the game here.
Jamari Hall also checking in.
That's not Tyshawn Dotson.
Jamari Hall. Also in is Dallas King. Hassan Ball in the backfield with the quarterback Daniel Booker Jr. 1st and 10 Lions.
I think this might be the play to Jamari Hall.
Ball back at the 15. Man in motion, handoff. So the back fights his way to 17 and knocked back. Whistles kind of late on both sides. They're giving the benefit of the doubt, I guess. Just seemed like a little extra punishment. Brown that time, I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. They mark him back at the 18. He's up 2nd down and about 12.
Booker calls
Booker
it over.
with a carry.
Gone.
Booker, flag is down. Booker at the 40, the 50. Booker still running. And horse collar on the blocking back. Gets it to the 25-yard line, but saw a flag go down.
Yeah, I see a flag go down way in the backfield.
Yeah, so Columbia goes marching back. Flag down early. And Columbia marches back after a great run that time by Daniel Booker Jr. and a great lead block down the field by Dallas King. But the flag came out early.
Sure was what Columbia Central was needing right there, Barry.
Big time.
Minus the flag.
A big shot in the arm from the 18 down to the Bobcats 32-yard line. A tremendous run that time by Daniel Booker Jr. Daniel Booker is a very determined young man, putting it all on the line tonight here for Columbia. Daniel Booker Jr. Just under 5 minutes left in the ball game. Lions trail by 3, 31-28. They march back half the distance back to the 8-yard line. Hassan Ball, Honey Badger in the backfield with Booker, quarterback. Officials step in and stop play for some reason.
It's like they're chatting about something. 4:57.
Maybe it's the clock again. They're going to put more time on the clock.
5:03 maybe.
I want to put 6 more seconds back on the clock. 5:03 on the clock now. 31-28. Bobcats up by 3. Daniel Booker looking at second down 16 for the Lions. Now Honey Badger's knocked down short, maybe to the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up third down and long for the Lions. Columbia looking for a breakaway play. R.J. White coming in for Columbia, wide receiver. Also Jamari Hall in. Coming out is King.
Third down, 16.
And Powers. Booker in the backfield, quarterback with the Honey Badger. Third down, 16 Lions. Way back at their own 8-yard line. Columbia trips to the right side. Single receiver to the left side, Jamari Brown. Play clock
Play a game.
runs out. Gonna mark him half the distance.
I mean, I feel like we had 3 minutes right there to get the play off.
Unless they changed the play and had trouble getting it in. 4 minutes and 6 seconds remain in the game. 31-28, 3-point lead. Knoxville Central Bobcats. Lions a long way to go. Third down, 21. Ball at the 4-yard line. Booker in the end zone to pass. Booker throws it after to Brown. Brown with the catch at the 40.
What a catch.
Brown at the 25. Fights his way, knocked down at the 25-yard line and hammered down at the
great catch
26-yard line.
Great catch, great ball.
Brown maybe a little shaken up.
Yeah, I think Brown's
What a
ankle's
play.
giving him some problems again. They got a good replay of it here. A flag on the play.
Yeah, they threw a
Where?
flag early. They threw a flag early.
What?
They threw a flag. Brown from Daniel Booker Jr. Great catch, great run by Jamari Brown. I saw the flag early. And no, we don't know where those officials are from. And they're going to mark it off Columbia. Going to mark him inside the 3. Well, they're going to mark him at about the 2. Great pass play that time. Booker to Jamari Brown. Brown fights his way to the Bobcat 25-yard line. But a penalty brings it back. And I'm not sure what the penalty was.
Pass interference, I believe. This guy right here to the right of me was signaling.
Pass interference.
Called it on Brown?
Man.
I'm assuming so.
Booker standing in his end zone looking at third down 23. Play clock down to 2. And Columbia calls a timeout, burns a timeout.
Final timeout.
Last timeout.
3:28 left in the game. Lions trail by 3, 31-28. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of Gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard or learn about us on Facebook or contact us at 931-490-8183.
Welcome back to Lindsey Nelson Stadium. I'm Barry Duke, along with Maverick Dickinson and Dallas Workman, bringing you Columbia Central High School football action tonight on the Front Porch Network Sports, powered by CPWS Internet, TriStar Elevator, and Northside Medical tonight. 3:28 left in the game. Lions backed up. Looking at third down 23, back at their own 2-yard line. Big play here for the Lions. Booker standing in the end zone. Brown in motion. Booker rolls out of there. Booker gets it to the 5, fights his way up to the 9-yard line. And it's going to be 4th down and very long. And the Lions are going for it.
4th down, 23.
I mean, if you planned on going for it,
4th down and
I think I would have
16.
A little different play call right there.
Yeah.
Trying to get a little more out of it.
3 minutes remain in the game. Lions, this could be your ball game right here. Looking at 4th down, 16. Ball spotted at the 9-yard line. Big play here for the Lions. Booker gets the snap. Booker under pressure. Booker rolls out. Booker
stripped
down at about the 5-yard line.
Didn't see him coming from behind.
He was looking downfield to throw it and got tackled from behind, Daniel Booker.
Booker's going to remember that for a long time.
Going to be 4th down. Actually, turnover on downs. It was 4th down. 4th down and 16. And Booker got run down from behind and knocked down at the 5. So 1st and goal from the 5 for the Bobcats with 2 minutes and 41 seconds remaining.
And got to give it up right there to the Bobcats.
In the ball game. Going for 4th down. And Columbia's had success making those big plays like that. Just great defensive play that time by Knoxville Central. Runs him down from behind. And Knoxville Central looking to pad their lead here. 1st and goal from the 5. Lions have fought tonight. Quarterback keeper.
He's in there.
Goes into the end zone for the touchdown. Caden Long goes into the end zone for the touchdown. With 2 minutes and 36 seconds left in the game, 37-28. Extra point up and coming could make it a 10-point game. Agahab, snap is down, kick is up, and it is good.
The kicker's got some arc to it.
Yeah, but he's been barely getting across the goal post, but yeah.
He's got some arc to his kick.
38-28. Bobcats up by 10. We'll keep it right here. 2 minutes and 36 seconds left in the game. The Knoxville Central Bobcats 38, Columbia Central Lions 28. Of course, you got 2:36 remaining. So anything can happen in 2 minutes and 36 seconds. (38-28), 10-point game. Flags flying. Columbia on the sideline.
That for what?
Two Columbia players consoling each other, hugging each other. Maybe they threw a flag for that. Columbia really left it out there tonight. They didn't leave anything. They fought tonight.
And it's exciting too because this is a young team. We have 4 seniors. Pretty much everybody in this team is a sophomore, junior playing tonight. And this is good experience for them for future of Central.
Exactly. Going to miss the size of Isaiah Bishop up front. Going to miss
Big Country.
Big Country.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Lions.
Well, Big Country's a junior.
Big Country's a junior, so he'll be back.
Yeah, he's a junior.
Clearly, some people have nothing else to do on a Friday night. Bunch of keyboard warriors in here tonight.
Richard Powers, a senior. Mason Southall, a senior. Just a handful of seniors, just 4 seniors for the Lions. 38-28. 2:36 remaining in the game. Columbia back deep. Hassan Honey Badger Ball And also back deep is, can't see his number. It's not Brown.
I think it is.
They kick it into the end zone. It is Brown.
It is Brown.
Jamari Brown. They kick it into the end zone for the touchback. So Columbia will have the football first and 10 at their own 20-yard line, trailing by 10. Knoxville Central leading 38-28 with 2:36 remaining.
I'd like to thank our special in-game sponsors, Jones and Lang, Sporting Goods, one of the only locally owned sporting goods store.
2:36 remaining in the game. Columbia will have it first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Thank you to everybody who tuned in and watched tonight. We appreciate you.
Daniel Booker Jr., the quarterback, with the keeper, hit and loses a couple of yards on the play. Clock running, 2:20 left in the game. Going to bring up second down 12 for the Lions. Dallas King comes in. Jamari Brown, wide receiver to the left side. Hassan Ball in the backfield with quarterback Daniel Booker Jr. Twin receivers to the right side.
Offsides.
And it looked like they jumped. The official throws the flag. We'll see what happens here. Illegal procedure against Columbia. They call it against Columbia.
Illegal procedure against the Lions.
To the chagrin of the Columbia crowd. Minute 53 left in the ball game. Lions trail by 10. Daniel Booker Jr. is your quarterback. Hassan Honey Badger Ball in the backfield. Brown, wide receiver to the left side. Twin receivers to the right side for the Lions. Looking at second down and 12. Back at their own 18-yard line. Booker in the pocket to pass. Booker down the field. Broken up. Flags fly. And bodies fly all over the place. Goes incomplete.
On the play.
Goes incomplete. Flag goes against. Well, we'll see. They're worried about the clock again, the official. We're waiting on a signal from the official what the flag was all about. Offsides against Columbia. Offsides against Columbia.
Offsides on us.
They walking off against Columbia.
Back him up.
That seems like more. Okay. It's like more than a 5-yard penalty right there. They still going back. Illegal procedure, offsides, a 5-yard penalty. They give them 10 or 15 on the fly.
They're going to go ahead and mark off the yards for the next.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for the next flag going to throw. Because look, 10, he's rolling in here late.
Move it to the 5. Columbia trying to get a man off the field. Kind of discombobulated right now. And I'm not talking about the players. Columbia trips to the left side. Booker in his end zone to pass. Gets it to Brown. Brown gets it to the 10 and bulldog down and to the 12-yard line.
Clock getting close to under a minute here.
Minute 10 remaining in the ball game. Lions looking at third down 23. I guess it's 4-down territory for Columbia. Clock running just under a minute. Brown goes to the right side. They send R.J. White to the left side. Third down 18. Daniel Booker Jr. quarterback. Hassan Ball in the backfield. Booker in the pocket to pass. Booker rolls out. Booker under pressure. Booker tries to turn the corner. Fighting, and depends on the marking. He's close to the first down.
No, he's still got about 10 yards to go.
Oh, okay, I'm looking at the wrong marker.
Yeah, that was the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
marker,
yeah. Got it to the 20, close to the 20. You're right. 4th down and 11. Columbia with the 4th down play with 27 seconds left. And officially 4th down and 10. All at the 20-yard line. Fourth down 10 for the Lions, trailing by 10, 38-28, 27 seconds left in the ball game. Trips to the left side, single receiver to the right. Booker back in the pocket to pass. Booker heaves it
wheel route.
downfield.
That was King wide open.
King with the catch. King at the 35. King still fighting and knocked down at about the, let's see what they mark in the 33-yard line.
I think he stayed in bounds.
They got to mark him at the 32. Great pass play that time. Booker to King.
First down, Lions.
Ball at the 32-yard line. 18 seconds left, 38-28. Lions down by 10. Still fighting. The Lions still fighting.
Yep. Stayed in bounds. Clock still running.
Clock down to 5, 4.
He stayed in bounds.
Booker rolling out
get rid
to the
of it.
right side. Booker turns it up. Booker tries to change directions, gets it to the 20. Booker still fighting down to the 18-yard line, and that's your ball game. Lions go out fighting.
That's your ball game.
Booker runs it down to the 18-yard line, and that's the ball game. Knoxville Central wins 38-28 over Columbia. Final score here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. It's Knoxville Central 38, Columbia Central Lions 28. We'll take a quick break and we'll wrap it up right after this timeout. Final score, Knoxville Central Bobcats advance as they defeat the Columbia Central Lions tonight by the score of 38-28. Heartbreaking loss for the Lions. They fought, they put it all on the line here tonight, but the Bobcats come out the winner tonight over Columbia Central.
We knew that a Central team was going to win tonight.
Yeah, exactly. And we're hoping that the purple and white Central team won, but the winning team tonight was the black and gold of the Bobcats of Knoxville Central High School.
And shout out to Knoxville Central for coming down here. They got a good football team. Quarterback's a Mr. Football finalist. He showed his wheels tonight. Kid can throw, doesn't want to go down. It's great speed, great awareness of what's going on in the field. So shout out to Knoxville Central tonight for driving all the way down here and playing in this second round for Columbia Central. We wish them the best of luck.
Final score, Knoxville Central Bobcats 38, the Columbia Central Lions 28. And the Lions with the determination, they'll be back next year. They'll be back. And they showed a lot of determination tonight. And once again, congratulations to Knoxville Central High School, the Bobcats, on their 38-28 win over the Columbia Central Lions here tonight. Lindsey Nelson Stadium here in Columbia at Jim Cartwright Field. Final score, 38-28. And the Bobcats advance to the third round of the TSSAA tournament to the football playoffs as they win over Columbia tonight by 10, 38-28. Of course, tonight we're going to be picking the Prime and Pint CHS Player of the Game. And give you guys a few seconds to think about that. Okay, time's up.
Yeah, I think I got my.
I knew exactly who I was giving it to. So
we'll start with you, Dallas.
The guy that showed, I mean, everybody on this team showed great.
They did. Offense, defensive line, offensive, yeah.
But there's one guy that he's done it all year. Daniel Booker. You need big plays, he'll make them.
Yeah.
That's his MO, and that's the type of player he is and leader he is. So Daniel Booker is my vote.
What about you, Maverick?
I'll let you go, Barry.
Okay, Daniel Booker Jr.
Daniel Booker.
Close to Jamari Brown being with his injuries and his heart that he showed tonight. All the lines showed heart, though, but it was close. But I'll give it to Daniel Booker Jr. also, and Jamari Brown a close second.
Daniel Booker, I like y'all's pick. I was going to pick Hassan Ball, Honey Badger, who's been running around not just on offense but on defense. But I do like the move of picking Booker again. So, Booker, you've got it. Prime and Pint Player of the Week.
That's right. Once again, the Prime and Pint CHS Player of the Game, Daniel Booker Jr. for Columbia Central. And all the Lions fought. They fought hard. The offensive and defensive line stepped it up in the second half. They were a little sluggish the first half, but second half, the offensive and defensive line of Columbia stepped it up. Lions showed a lot of heart, a lot of drive, and a lot of fight. And just wasn't enough tonight, but they gave it all they had, and they're building for the future.
Absolutely. This is a young, very promising team, Columbia Central team, who's in great leadership hands with Tredarius Goff. I mean, anybody on that staff, you name it, they deserve to be there, and these kids are buying in. Like I said, it's a young Columbia Central team, but we got kids that are buying in, and you see second round here, and this team's full of just sophomores and freshmen and juniors. So the future's bright. Get your shades on, Columbia Central fans.
And tonight we say goodbye to the seniors, Isaiah Bishop, Tiny. Wish him the best in the future. Also running on the line here, might take me a second, but also
Whitehead?
Yeah, Brian Whitehead, who got a little shaken up tonight, but Brian Whitehead.
Richard Powers.
Richard Powers. And there's one more.
Who's our fourth senior?
It is...
Is it Nash?
No, he's a junior.
We'll figure it out here. Just give us a second. Of course, Brian Whitehead, along with Isaiah Bishop, Tiny, along with...
Richard Powers.
Richard Powers. And then there's one more.
Is it Cam?
No, Cam's a junior. I know that we had four at one point, but I think something happened to the fourth one.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, we want to thank the seniors of Columbia Central High School for setting the foundation for this squad. And then all the guys coming back next year going to be bigger, faster, and stronger. And want to congratulate the Lions on a great season as they lose tonight as the final score. Knoxville Central 38, Columbia Central Lions 28. Certainly want to thank the sponsors of Columbia Central High School football all year. They did an excellent job. Our sponsors, want to thank them. Also tonight, want to thank TriStar Elevator and Northside Medical for their special efforts tonight. Also the Prime and Pint CHS Player of the Game, Daniel Booker Jr., Front Porch Network Sports, powered by CPWS Internet. Well, the Lions end their season with a record of 7-4, and Coach Tredarius Goff really got the Lions headed in the right direction as they continue to fight. And they fought tonight, just wasn't enough. Knoxville Central Bobcats 38, Columbia Central Lions 28. Want to thank all year. Want to thank Clayton Harris. Want to thank Dallas Workman. Want to thank Maverick Dickinson. And
we want to thank you, Barry.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Great voice of the Central Lions. Another great year in the books. Thank you for doing this.
Other than the books, as we start basketball season, starts Tuesday.
Everybody tune in to watch Barry do his basketball.
Final score here tonight at Lindsey Nelson Stadium, Jim Cartwright Field, second round of the playoffs. Doesn't go the Lions' way. Lions lose 38-28 to Knoxville Central Bobcats. From Columbia Central, I'm